This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Biotropic Labs. Biotropic Labs is a company that makes its own natural and healthy custom formulated sports supplements. I tried them out. Paul has also tried them. We both like how we feel on them. It dramatically and positively improved our performance, allowing us to train and work out at a much higher level and with much more endurance. His products are built around a blood support and oxygen delivery. To learn more about their products, please visit them on the web at biotropiclabs.com. At checkout, use the promo code UNION10 to receive 10% off your order. Your order is also backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, zero-risk purchase. Again, that's biotropiclabs.com. Use the promo code UNION10 at checkout to receive 10% off your entire order.
This episode of the Grappler Union podcast is brought to you by BJJ Tees. Go to bjjtees.com, enter the promo code Grappler Union, and save 10% off all your jiu-jitsu apparel. Go to bjjtees.com today.
This episode of the podcast is also brought to you by Strychnine Jiu-Jitsu, makers of vintage-inspired tees, hoodies, and rash guards. Go to strychnine.co, that's STRYCH9.co, and use the promo code UNION at checkout to receive 20% off your online order.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Grappler Union podcast. Paul Maloney alongside Anthony Zito. On this episode, we have Antoine Fumaca Evans in studio. Antoine's a black belt under Carlson Gracie Jr., and he's the owner and head instructor at Fumaca BJJ. Also joining us in studio is Mike Cimm. Mike is a black belt under Mark Vives, and he's the owner and head instructor at Illinois Grappling Club. Enjoy.
I need the 6 minutes. What happens in that 6 minutes?
You told me, using any technique that works, never to limit myself to one style. Keep an open mind.
We're not here to take part, we're here to take over.
In order to become more peaceful, in order for you to become better and strategize your life.
All right, we're live.
Gentlemen, what's up?
How's it going?
Mike Cimm coming back for more, huh?
Howdy. Yes, sir.
No, Fumaca, is that how?
Fumaca.
Fumaca, is that how you pronounce
Fumaca.
it? Fumaca.
Yeah.
Is that Italian?
No, it's Portuguese.
So what does it
Italian
stand
jiu-jitsu
for?
that he does?
Smoke.
Smoke.
Really?
Smoke.
That's
How'd
what it
you get
stands
that
for?
nickname?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you get a nickname that cool?
I actually got it from Carlson Gracie.
Okay.
It was originally a black smoke. So it's Fumaca, so now it's just Fumaca.
Fumaca.
Fumaca, so just smoke.
It's dope. That's so dope.
Right.
How come I don't have a name?
I don't know. I need a nickname too.
I need a nickname.
Yeah.
I do.
We can work on getting
Have you ever
something.
had
like
a nickname?
No, not really.
I had a nickname momentarily. My buddies used to call me Muff. And that's
I don't know. That's something you
Is there a
should be
story
telling.
behind
yeah,
it?
there's a story behind
Okay.
it. You know the book Huckleberry Finn?
Okay.
Okay, there's a town, like the town Lush, like the town drunk in that book is called Muff Potter. And we read this book in like, I don't know, 5th or 6th grade.
All right.
And my Jagoff buddies turned to me. They're like, "You're Irish. You're probably a drunk, right?" And then they just started calling me Muff Potter. And then it turned into Muff Diver. And then, yeah.
Of course, yeah. It goes there.
Yeah.
Of course. Muff. All right.
Yeah.
Muff it is.
So there you go.
There it is.
There it
It
is.
never really, like, I mean,
It might stick now.
you think so?
I think so.
Muff, huh?
I think it will.
I think it will.
I like that
it
dude
will.
from The Sopranos. They puss. What do they call him? Big puss?
Pussy.
Yeah.
Big puss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you,
Fumaca.
Sim? You got any nicknames?
No, Mike? No, I don't know. Mike? Sim?
Sim.
Yeah.
Sim would be like, well, it's just an abbreviation.
It's abbreviation.
Yeah.
Simmerusti.
Simarusti?
It's
What is
just a
that,
lot of-
Italian?
Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old man was a big fat Italian guy.
We got to get, we got to tell Monaco. Be like, don't rush it. Think about it. But we want some Portuguese nicknames.
Yeah, everyone has them.
Yeah, everybody's
all
doing
the,
it.
all the, I mean, all the good guys anyway.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, sorry.
And Mike.
And there's Mike.
And Mike.
Then there's Mike.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, guys. Have a good day.
Come back.
And Monaco means like skinny, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Was it
And then
I think something like that.
Comprito means like lanky
Long
or
or some
something.
shit.
Long or some shit.
Yeah.
Black smoke, huh?
So who did your logo? Because that's pretty dope.
Yeah, I like that.
Kind of did it online through some company from overseas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wasn't like because I've done 99 Designs before. Did you try that?
It
one
was
or no?
Divert or something like that.
Oh, okay, cool.
I can't remember off the top
It's
of my head.
really good. I mean,
Simple.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Clean. Right, so
Very,
you
very
like
Nike-ish.
You like that
I
clean
like that
look.
Nike clean, super.
That Ruka.
Not
Yep.
too much going on.
That
simple.
show your roll.
It's good. No, that's a good logo.
Yeah.
So you have a website yet?
Yes. FumacaBJJ.com.
Sweet.
Zito's going to pull it up and critique it.
Of course I will.
Yeah, exactly.
Show you what kind
Help
of
me out a little
improvements he
bit.
could make.
Maybe. We're doing a lot of websites now. A lot of
You
people
do.
hitting us up for websites.
I read the board when I walked in.
Yeah, you see that?
You, yeah. Whose website have you done so far?
We're just finishing up Nikki Sullivan's website.
Okay.
Her website, actually, it will be launched this week.
Nice.
Yeah, so that'd be pretty cool.
And then you did Benjamin Salas, right?
Yeah. And then our team Deerfield.
Our team Deerfield.
There's another one in there. Oh, we're working on something with Christian Woodmansey.
Oh, that's right.
But that's a long-term project. That's going to be like pretty big.
Make sure you look at Mike's website too. Critique that.
Oh, yeah?
Feel free.
Yeah, he has
I
one
don't
too.
know.
I don't want to be the only one going down. You got to go down
One of
with
my
me.
guys does it. This thing. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Mike doesn't strike me as a guy who gives a shit, really.
Yeah.
I have a
It's a
website?
website.
All right,
I've
cool.
been so I don't know. We talked about this a little bit last
Yeah,
time,
we
right?
did.
Like fucking the other day we were chatting.
Yeah,
you know,
he's like, I don't know. Maybe I'll put some flyers out.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
We'll
maybe.
See. We'll see what happens.
my guy Flo is working on them right now. You know, we've been
The
going
Sim
back and
brothers
forth.
are super breezy, man.
Yeah, they are.
Everything is like, whatever. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
fucking, sure.
Let's
Well, I
do
just
some
realized the other
jujitsu.
day where the one you go to by your brother, where it's at. Like I drove by, and
Chicago
I'm like,
School of Grappling?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, it's,
Right by the
that's it.
pavilion,
It's right there,
Right there.
on Racine, right?
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
I was like, fuck, there's a jiu-jitsu school right there.
Yeah,
right
oh, it's Chicago
Yeah.
School of Grappling, right?
Right.
That makes sense.
Just
It's
look
right
for the
there.
flag.
Yeah, the flags all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The whole,
I like that.
The whole
place.
front end is flags.
Yeah.
And then they have like the skyline decal
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
inside of the school. I
pretty
like
cool.
going there. It's cozy. It's tight, but
It's tight, but it's cool.
I kind of like that though because you have to take a round off. You know what I mean? If there's you can
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
only
'cause you only
roll,
roll so many people on the
4
mat,
to
right?
5 groups at one time in there.
Oh wow,
You know
so
what I
that's
mean?
small.
I mean, yeah.
And
If you want,
comfortably, I mean, if you're going nuts, yeah. You know, I mean, if you're doing like comp rounds,
Yeah.
something like that. But
Okay.
you know, they do get. We do cross training where I'll bring my crew out there, my team out there, and
Mm-hmm.
and we've had at any 20, some people, you know, 20 plus
okay.
people
For sure.
Like it's tough, but like you said, you know, and you get 6, 7, 8 pairs going. It's pretty tight after that, you know.
Yeah.
but it's a good way to train for like tournament play. You know what I mean? Where you have multiple fights that day, and you know you're not just going from roll to roll to roll. You roll really hard because you know you have
A round you're gonna sit.
You know you're going to sit around, and then
Yeah.
you
I'm not a
kinda
fan
get-
of sitting around. I'm not a fan of taking rounds. When I do open mats, I like to just go full like 10 rounds in a row. I
Yeah,
don't
but
like
when
to
you're
take that
when you're
time
doing
off.
like an IBJJF tournament, do you like to go from match to match to match? I mean, you want like
of course,
some time to
that's comp. It's different, right?
yeah, but this kind of prepares your body for. I don't know.
Well, if you're going 100, but you're not going 100%.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
You're not doing 100%.
Cito's all juiced up over there.
You go.
Yeah.
I think you go harder if you know you have a. If you're sitting out around afterwards.
No, I don't.
No.
No. My game's a little different. We're gonna roll after this, right?
Of course.
You've
I'm
never
down.
rolled. You're
Yeah,
rolling.
we've
right?
never rolled.
Yeah,
No
we never
breaks in
rolled.
between
down.
rounds.
All right. Good.
Again, I'm running on E, but I'll give you whatever I got.
What were you doing? Wakeboarding this morning?
Wakeboard this
Yeah.
morning.
Wakeboarding.
Yeah, I got up at
That
4
is
a.m.
dope.
Went
Yeah,
wakeboarding.
that's
It's
so
fun,
cool.
man. Wake
Dude, I
to
pulled
wake,
out my
son.
skateboard earlier today. And I
That's
was
the way to
just,
do it,
just
son.
doing some longboarding earlier.
Oh.
My hip was bothering me, and I'm like, why is my hip? I'm like, what the heck? So I just pulled out the longboard and just started going, and it stretched it out,
Open
worked
up
it
them
out.
hips.
Felt great. Now I feel great because I knew we were gonna roll tonight.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want to be.
I'm already stretching.
Yeah, I'm stretching out right now, just sitting here.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'm sitting like this for.
I fucked up my back doing front squats on
Yeah,
Friday.
what's up with that?
I don't know.
That's a weird text. I'm like, front squats. I can't even picture what that looks like.
It's like instead of the bar being on the back, you like hold it up front like this. It's just.
Why?
I don't know.
Different weight distribution, I
thinking the same
believe. You know,
I
focus
started
on-
lifting like. That was my second day of lifting.
So just try something fucking
I've been
crazy. off
going
the wall.
with
Fucked yourself up.
Yeah, my roommate who's like a CrossFit athlete, like serious.
Oh, so you
like,
can't do that,
competitor.
man.
Yeah, but
He's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, he fucked me up.
Yeah.
He fucked
Right?
me up.
I squat without the bar, so I don't know if it's front or back. So.
Right. Oh, so you just do air squats?
Air squats.
Ah.
There you
Body
go,
weight
man.
See, that doesn't put size on, though. That just
Why are you trying to get sized up?
He just wants to be yoked, son. He's trying to get up
trying to
Zito
get
style. Look
yoked,
at you.
bro.
Sleeve all rolled
Like
up
Sam
over there.
Spiegelman said, dude, you got to build your armor.
Okay.
You know?
If you say so.
Like, jiu-jitsu will get you shredded, but
Yes.
it's not going to get you, like, big.
No. Right.
You know?
And you want to get yoked
Yeah.
for the ladies.
You know? For the Why not, right?
Better, yeah.
Fill in the T-shirt a little bit.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
I just buy smaller.
Do
Exactly. Just wear mediums.
you bring
Extra
us
smalls.
you bring us any of those nice
Of course.
Fumaca
I'm in the
t-shirts?
car for you.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't leave home without them.
I will definitely rock those. We're still having our t-shirts made. Believe it or not, it's a long process for us. I have no idea. I don't know what
You
I'm
have a
fucking
logo,
doing.
man. All you
I
do
know,
is
right?
put in a fucking shirt.
You know how many people have said that? Just put the fucking logo on a shirt. I'm
I was
like,
thinking that.
yeah. I don't know. I just can't.
I like
need
that
to-
logo where you guys come up with that. I do that shit all the time.
Yeah, so do I.
hang on.
That's, yeah.
What do they call that? Butterfly grip?
Butterfly grip?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. It's coming. I'm working on it.
So-
I got a designer, and she's designing some stuff, and
So we're not exchanging shirts today, is what you're telling me?
Not yet.
Oh,
but you will
not
get a
yet.
shirt. As soon as they're made, all the past guests will be
Yeah.
getting them.
Yeah, I think I forgot those shirts
Exclusive.
at home. No. Let me double check on the way out.
It's got to be an even trade, huh?
No, we're all good.
So where's your school located?
4780 North Elston, Lawrence and Elston.
Lawrence and Elston.
It's only been open really
By the
5-6 weeks
Admiral.
officially.
Oh, really?
Not far from the Admiral.
Oh, right by the Admiral.
It's not by the average.
I'm like, I know exactly where that is.
I know exactly.
That place.
No open
That
mats.
place still open?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know.
I know.
I think it is.
I mean, that
I don't know. My brother
that's-
used to live out over there. a handful
That's
of years
I
ago.
haven't heard that name in such a long time.
Yeah.
It used to be
the
in the
Admiral.
newspaper all the time. I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while.
That was a full nude. Full
nude, yeah.
Full nude.
Full
I don't know,
nude.
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they don't serve alcohol.
Yeah.
So the girls would literally walk around completely butt naked.
Yeah, you'd have to get.
How do you know this, Zito?
I knew this.
Yeah, you'd
I'm
have
not
to
gonna
get
tell you how.
drunk.
Friend
I have
told
a
you, right?
friend that has a
who
friend.
used to-
Friends of friends
Who
of
used to-
friends used to, work there.
Because you're way.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
don't do
that's,
that.
that's
I
not
don't
the right
taste
thing. Yeah.
No, it's not my life.
Yeah, it's 4780 North Elston. So Lawrence and Elston.
Okay.
Right off the expressway.
Yeah.
How many mat space?
It's 1,000 square feet for now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's
Very
enough.
nice.
Enough to get some good rolls in.
What kind of mats? What kind of mats did you go with?
They're, what's that brand? Give me the brand.
Fuji, Zebra.
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 Yeah, it's Zebra for now.
Yeah, they're good mats.
So they're
Those are
quality
great mats. Yeah.
I love them. Yeah.
I teamed up with a partner who already was doing a Muay Thai thing, so we kind of teamed up. He
Oh,
has
that's good.
Muay Thai, it's Dynamite Kickboxing, Raul. Give a shout out to Raul, Dynamite Kickboxing, so he won't be mad at me.
Cool.
So we actually used to train together back at Pete the Greek's where I started. And
You started at Pete the Creeks?
the Greek, let's lock the world. Yes.
Yeah. When did you start? Walk us through the whole.
11 years ago, 11 and a half years ago.
Okay.
A buddy of mine used to train at Pete the Greek's, and I used to work with him. And he's like, "Hey, check this out," because I love football and a little wrestling. So
Right.
I ended up going with him, and he beat me up for years, and
Oh shit.
that's how I ended up.
How old are you now?
42 now.
42.
Oh man,
We're the same age.
just came back.
He's
1975.
so happy. He's
Finally.
the oldest guy in the room.
Yes.
75.
1975.
Old man posse up.
That's so good to hear. It's good, man.
How many guests have we had that are older than you?
Come on. Barry
Barry
Phillips, for
Phillips
sure.
and
For sure.
Larry Lindenman.
Yeah.
Oh, Larry is.
I think that's it, man.
Larry's my buddy. I call him old man. So he's old man.
Yeah. That episode is the episode that we get
Lot of
the most
compliments
compliments on.
Larry's.
Yeah.
Larry's episode.
Larry killed it.
He's old school.
Yeah.
Man.
So, Pete the Greek, who's actually just got back, he's just back in town. I've been
You hit him up.
watching his Instagram.
He's hilarious.
Yeah,
God,
he's-
I wish he'd come on this podcast. Paul hits him up. Like, you just got to stalk the shit out of him. You got to annoy him.
Think so?
Yeah.
I don't
Just,
know. I
yeah,
don't
just
know,
keep
man.
annoying him.
Yeah.
You got to. Be in his face. Just do it, Paul. Come on, man. Get
Just
him
pop
in.
up at his gym and just,
Yeah, just-
kidnap him.
Yeah.
A quad of kind bud and some,
There
and some
you go.
euros or something. Come on in, Pete.
There you go. That's what you need.
Right?
Maybe
I
do a
don't know.
whole trail to the door. You know what I'm saying? Have him start collecting it along the way. It's free.
Fucking
Come
A.
on.
Well, how long have you two been friends for?
A couple years.
Oh,
Well,
weekend or two?
depending on
Since last Friday.
Yeah, ever since I almost submitted him in Fight to Win.
Oh,
but
shit.
got away.
Almost.
Oh, it's close.
Damn, if it wasn't for Hornbuckle and Redzovic, you guys would have got fight of the night. For
Yeah,
sure.
we were talking about it.
That was a scrap.
That was a total fucking scrap.
That was a legit dude. Adam and Dan going.
Yeah, they were going at it.
Dude,
After
that
the
was-
slam, I'm like, we're done.
Yeah, it was.
That was
we're
fucking
done.
awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
when Dan escaped that fucking Kimura from
Yeah.
Adam, I was like, oh, it's over. I was like, Adam's gonna step over and it's over. And fucking
Yeah.
Dan escapes. I was like, get out.
and then what about
Yeah.
the escape when he went for the Bravo choke?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
When
Yeah.
Gangster.
all of it, dude.
It was all
the whole match was
it was
fucking
all
fire,
match.
dude.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
So,
But yeah, no, it was good, man. It was,
Yeah. Best walkout music goes to Mike Cimm,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
But
Song-wise.
best entrance, I think, goes to Dan Hornbuckle.
Of course, easily,
Yeah.
easily.
I mean, he stood there in the fog for like
Forever.
3 minutes, 4 minutes. I'm like, is
Jam into the
serious?
Pointer Sisters.
It's the best.
I think he was letting it soften up his hair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, his hair was.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy. Like I
funny.
met him the day before at weigh-ins, and I'm like, just laugh. He's so funny. He's got that character, and he's just
He's like
cool
he's
dude.
got a clown. He's kind of a clown.
Yeah.
Redzovic said he donated all of his winnings to that cause.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Pretty dope.
made my donation. Actually, I multiplied my donation. So whatever, because I remember I told him I would win.
Yeah.
So I didn't win my match, but whatever proceeds I got, and then I just doubled it and donated to Amy's. Is it Amy's fight?
Something
Did I say
like
it?
that. I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I think
AMI
that's it.
fight. AMI.
AMI.
Yeah. So I did that the other day. Adam hit me up. They thanked me. So
Nice.
yeah, it's sad, man, but community's gotta help out.
Yeah.
So it's important. I think that's it was cool that Dan did it, and
Yeah.
I think and the reason why I did it is because I heard Danya does that, and that kind of made me think like, wow,
Do the right thing. Yeah.
yeah. I
Right.
mean, we're 40-some years old. We're doing jiu-jitsu at a professional. I'll put that in quotes event. We're getting paid.
That's right.
It's fucking awesome.
Speaking of charity, Antoine was supposed to come and do the podcast a couple weeks ago.
Right.
You were doing a charity seminar in Texas for hurricane
it was
relief.
near Houston. So we went
Okay.
down the same weekend. We went down, and we actually helped gutted out some houses. Some of the victims. We gutted out maybe a house and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much stripped everything out the house. It was a 2-story house. The first one we did. The whole first floor was done, so you had to rip everything out. Counters, televisions, like everything was gone. Wow. So we pretty much taking everything out, putting it on the sidewalk. And upstairs was okay, but all the mold and stuff, we had to treat the mold. And then we did a second house, gutted it out. And then we drove down from Houston near San Antonio for a charity event from my boy Cartagena. He's down in San Antonio, so we did a charity seminar with like 9-10 black belts, and we donated all the money to the Houston victims.
Nice.
Which is crazy. He put that together, and then he's from Puerto Rico, and then a hurricane hit Puerto Rico.
Jeez.
Exactly. So now he's doing more events right now, so to raise money for those guys. So it was crazy. He was giving something for the Houston victims, and then his hometown gets hit.
Right.
So it's super crazy.
Yeah. Damn. Reverse karma.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How do you guys get a lot of turnout?
Yeah, we had a lot of people. We had, for the seminar, maybe 30, 40 people.
Okay.
Maybe 40. But
Yeah.
some people couldn't make it, so they just donated money or whatever,
Right.
or good. So
yeah.
nice.
It was
That's
good.
nice.
So it was cool.
People helping people.
That's what it should be.
Helping people.
It is, man. Takes a village, right?
Yep. Not the
Antoine-
village people, but village.
Antoine, you were one of those guys who had that crazy weekend. Who did fight to win, and then Nogi Pans the very next day.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we
It
were
was
crazy.
you and Osher did that.
Matt Layden.
They all went
Layton.
on the same flight out,
Matt
right?
Layton
Yeah.
and
Pierre,
and
he-
Pierre.
Yeah.
Pierre, yeah.
Yeah,
It was a rough weekend.
that's crazy.
yeah.
And I'm the old man. They're young, so they were like, "Oh, I'm good."
Right,
I'm like,
right.
"Oh, I need 9 hours of
So
sleep."
you fought?
Yeah, we did no gi pans.
How'd you do?
I took second. I lost
He
by
took
advantage in the
second.
finals.
And Matt, how did Matt took second?
Matt took second.
Matt took second. Osher took
first.
gold, and Pierre took third.
So are you fighting in the adult division?
No, I'm an old man. I fight masters. I either do masters 2 or 3, depending
Okay.
on what the
Who
brackets
shows
look
up?
like.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay, so I didn't realize that.
So I always get 2 or 3 matches, hopefully.
Okay,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
pretty good.
All right, that makes sense. But in Nogi, they have Masters 3?
Yeah. In Chicago, they don't. Chicago's
they-
only one
they'll-
bracket. So when you do Chicago, you
yeah.
only do it's
Just
whatever.
Masters, right? Yeah, that's
so
what
every time I do Chicago, I just do one bracket. So
Yeah, okay.
But for like worlds and pans and shit.
They do
they'll
have
Yeah,
that.
for
Oh,
everyone,
they have multiple,
yeah.
right. Okay. Then there's a New York one coming up, I think, Pierre. He's doing. It's
Pro?
a pro one?
Yeah,
Do you have to be something to do that
Oh,
with?
I've
You
never
gotta
done that
qualify
one.
points.
Yeah, you
I
probably
think
have to qualify.
Yeah, I think you should
I've never done that
qualify
one.
points for the pros.
Okay, so something I can't fight at.
I don't know.
I don't know how the points are.
How does
for
that
that one.
work? I don't even know.
I think you have to have points for
Points by-
IBJJF, but I
yeah,
don't know what the points
IBJJF
are.
points.
I have
Mike might know.
IBJJF points, but I don't know how many you need.
I fucking have no idea.
Oh,
The web is your friend, man. Don't you design websites?
You should go to his website and
This
look
thing
at
called
it.
the internet.
Internet? Is it on the line?
On the line.
Why are you asking Mike Cimm, bro?
Because
know,
he's a black
points
belt.
and
I don't know.
shit, you
He
know.
owns a school. I'm
Black
assuming
belt
he,
and
like,
interneting. Yeah, do it.
he gets people prepared for competitions. He should know something of that nature.
No,
We just go to the site the same way everybody else
exactly.
All right, I'll go try to. I'll try
Google.
to sign up for it, and then if they say no, then I can't.
I
do
asked
it.
Mark. Mark's the guy. Mark knows like all that shit, dude. Like he goes to like all the rules meetings and all that shit. So, like,
does. In every
when you
tournament
have-
ever.
Oh yeah, like when you have questions, go ask Mark. He'll always know.
Right.
Yeah, I think he just did
Yeah, let
Asian
it-
Open, German Open, and like Ukrainian
Yeah,
Open
he
or
does
something.
them all.
He's everywhere.
Literally, this whole fucking summer, that's all he did is just.
For
Well,
Mark,
I think that's my thing.
Training
I think I'm
compete.
going to start just doing like we talked about traveling. You
Yeah.
know, doing. I think I'm just going to do that because
well, Antoine's going. You're doing what? Nogi Worlds.
Nogi Worlds, Anaheim, December
Anaheim,
16th.
California.
when.
December 16th.
Okay.
I think it's 16th and 17th.
Dude,
or
SpaceX down
15th.
to get in on that, dude. He's all just. That's all he's looking to do is just travel and compete.
That's what I wanna do.
Lighten, Dharma, all his fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys are all high low. I'm doing the blue belt stuff.
We're not
So,
high level.
who
We're
cares?
same place, same match you run.
Fucking good crew of guys just travel the country with, man.
Two people to yell at you over the rail.
That's all I need.
Split a hotel
Yeah,
room.
just yell at
you
me.
know,
Or Airbnb, one of the two.
or Airbnb. Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle was trying to get people together to do the Charlotte Open last week.
Yeah, it just
Oh,
happened.
really?
Yeah, he didn't get any takers.
Yeah. So
Charlotte?
December? Yeah,
You know?
Charlotte's a rough one. Who's going to Charlotte?
Come on, isn't Lepre down there? Right? Isn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah.
He's in. So
Lepre.
he's planted his flag down in North Carolina somewhere.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Lucas Lepre.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
So
weird.
there's some jiu-jitsu on that.
Yeah, he might be putting out some tough students down
There's
there.
a check mat down there as well. I
Yeah.
can't remember what the check mat is.
Really?
Yeah.
Charlotte coming up on the map.
Yeah.
There you go.
North Kakalaka.
Boom.
So December's Nogi World, Pan
Nogi
World.
Pans World.
Oh,
Yeah. Nogi Worlds. You got to be saying
Nogi
Pans.
Worlds.
Nogi Worlds. Yeah.
Nogi Worlds.
Yep.
I can do Nogi Worlds.
Nice.
Can.
Yeah. And that's in Anaheim?
Anaheim. Yeah, they moved it. It was in Long Beach or Irvine before. I don't know.
So you got to fly into what? That's near, is that near San Francisco?
LAX. Just fly to
Fly-
LAX and drive up. Yeah. It's pretty much like Disney World or something. By Disney World. Anaheim.
Okay.
I thought Anaheim was Northern California.
I thought you were
Anaheim
near
outside LA.
Oakland.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
LA.
It's not
Yeah.
near Oakland?
No, it's further
It's like
out.
Sacramento.
Sacramento, yeah.
But the-
Let's get a map in here.
Yeah, right?
That's the next thing.
Connect the dots.
Yeah.
Globe.
Shit. Fuck.
Connect the
Yeah, I just want to do the IBJJFs now. I think I'm gonna stay away from like the smaller tournaments around here. I just,
And all the fight to wins, right?
no.
Yes.
I mean, I want to do those. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't do them yet until
Yeah.
I get a purple belt, but that won't be for a while. But then once I get that, I'm hitting set up right away. I don't
There you
care.
go.
Just put me on a card. Damn it.
Travel.
I'll travel for it. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit.
There you go.
Yeah.
I just like to compete.
So, you guys had an interesting situation at Fight to Win.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want to walk us through how that whole thing went down?
I won. Oh, no, sorry. Sorry.
I don't think some people knew that they were wearing each other's rash guards after the event.
Yeah. I'll let Mike explain what the full story, like what really happened.
So if you
Explain it to us,
if
Mike.
you listen to the commentary, I don't know if you guys watched it on Flow. So Blake kind of gave it a little background in the commentary of the match, but yeah. So September 8th, we're 3 weeks out. I cut my finger, the tip of my finger, superficial cut, but it's the tip of my finger, and it's jiu-jitsu, right?
Right.
September 10th, my dad passes away. So, talking to my brother and everything, it's like, maybe it's a sign, maybe we should just pull out now and, just refocus and, get back into the swing of things slowly. And so with that, I first thing I did was message Leo and say, because my opponent was Leo Perez, I said, dude, this is where I'm at, man, and I'm sorry, and like, I hope he finds you another opponent. I'll try to help find another opponent, whatever I need to do,
Right.
just, it is what it was. A week before the event, I'm driving home on Friday night. That would be whatever the 22nd or
before,
whatever.
yeah.
And it's like 4 o'clock and I get the text message and it simply just states, "You'll never fucking guess what I just heard." And I was like, no. I knew right away and I was like, come on, man. And it was from my Antoine. And I was like, he pulled out. He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, that sucks.
Who pulled out?
His opponent.
Oh.
So his opponent injured, who knows, whatever the story was. He heard it secondhand, but, Anton's like, okay, well, now I don't have an opponent. I was like,
And you guys had been training together,
the
right?
whole time leading up to it, right?
And like teaching at each other gyms, like it was crazy.
Yeah. We met, going back to that question you asked, I don't know, 20 minutes ago, how did we meet? We met reffing at jiu-jitsu tournaments.
Right.
And just, you hang out and you're talking to the refs all day. You kind of gravitate towards the people that you kind of get along with, and we chat, and just, I don't know, 3 years of it, like, 4, 5, 6 tournaments a year. It's like
bumping into each other all the time.
it's like, all right, man, let's get on the fucking mat.
It's
Let's
two of
train,
them.
dude. We're
What
the
the
same
hell?
fucking size. Let's get together and let's train a little bit, And so then we just started playing, and it was good, It was fun, It's no politics, no, nothing, just jiu-jitsu, just high-level jiu-jitsu. And so, like you said, we were getting ready for a fight to win together. Him, for his opponent, me for my opponent. And then, we both kind of a week out were in a position where I was no longer on the card and he didn't have an opponent. And so I was like, fuck it, man, you want, I was like, if you want to, I'll take the match. Like, I really, at this point in time, on the 22nd, when I cut my finger, I figured I had maybe, so it was on the 8th I cut my finger. I figured, maybe 5, 6, or 7 days, like, before I'd be able to, like, start rolling really hard again. It was probably closer to 13 days before I could really start going hard and actually, like, gripping and not feeling like I'm going to rip my finger open. I'm just going to start squirting blood everywhere, right? And so I was like, I literally am 5 days into training hard if you want. And he was like, fucking, let's do it, And he's like, for real? I was like, yeah, dude. He's like, awesome. He's like, let's talk to Seth, and that was basically it, Seth's like, I don't want it to be a bullshit fight, no fucking fake fights, like
no karate fights.
Like, yeah, we're not. It's like, I got a twin brother. We train together. We fucking try to rip each other's heads off together all the time. Like, we do it with all our training partners. Why?
Right.
What's the difference between me and Fumaca? It's like, let's go do it, And so it's with that, we went out there and what you saw is what you saw.
That was a great
man.
fucking fight.
It was
too.
really good.
It was fun, man. It was fun. I've watched it probably a ton of times.
It looks like it was fun.
I saw Seth go out there. Now, I didn't know he was cornering you until like you made that post or something. But like I saw Seth go out there and I turned to Zito. I'm like, look at Seth like right up front on the action to make sure these guys are too playful out there. You know what I mean? But I guess he was coaching you.
Yeah,
huh?
he was.
No shit.
He was yelling weird stuff like, do the Hydra Gracie. I'm like, what? Like, go to the guard and like what him and Buchecha when they were fighting. He was like, dude, when I was trying to climb over his back when he was kind of flipping me over.
Right.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Do the Hydra Gracie. Which one?
Like, which one?
He does a lot of shit.
I just know I need to go to guard, whatever it is. So
yeah. That was a fun match, and then you guys both took your gis off and were wearing each other's rash guards.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
sir, man.
The thing behind this whole conversation is we kind of talk all the time, and he talks about politics, how we're trying to get politics out of jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
We talk about how we're trying to break down some of these barriers that we have, like being able to train other people's schools and move around, because we're around each other all the time. If me and Mike, even if we're fighting in Chicago, if we go to California and fight, I want Mike to win still, right? He's from Chicago. I would coach Mike, or Mike would coach me, or if you go, we would coach you, unless you're fighting one of our teammates, and we might be like, hey, sweep the leg, something like that.
Right.
But if you beat him, we're still going to coach you like, hey, you beat our guy, you're still our guy to win this tournament. It's not like, I hope he loses because he beat our guy. We don't think like that.
Yeah.
We want the best for everyone is what we're trying to get at.
Yeah.
So we're trying to break down some of these walls and whatever else.
For sure. And we've actually heard that too, not to pat ourselves on the back or anything, but people have said, thanks to the podcast, like I feel a lot more comfortable walking into other people's gyms, because before you would just see someone from a distance at a tournament, but like when you actually get to hear them talk and they're on mic and they're like, fuck yeah, roll through, come by my gym, shit like that. Like, for sure. I don't think people really had an understanding that it was kind of like that, or that that person was this cool or whatever, So,
I look at tournaments and I don't know if it's just my age that says it, but I think that jiu-jitsu, when you're fighting, I think I don't think anyone ever loses, really. I think the better man of that day is going to win. Whether you're coaching me or he's coaching me or no one's coaching, the jiu-jitsu is going to speak for itself on who's going to be better that day.
Your day is your day.
Your day is your day, And, I take, when I put in quotes, lose or learn or whatever, I just take it as like, man, it's just like when I get beat up, during class or, what someone might throw a triangle on me or armbar me. And it's like, wow, okay, well, now I know that. And now I learned that. And I just don't look at it like, them versus us. It's never like that in jiu-jitsu. I don't feel it's like that.
Right.
Maybe in the higher levels, the buchechas, it's a different story because there's so much money involved.
Right.
But at my
Your
level,
job, pretty much, so.
At my level, it's a hobby for me. It's a lifestyle more. So I don't look at it like I don't take it that serious when someone's coaching someone against me. It's like, okay, coach them. It doesn't matter to me. Because I'm going to do what I do no matter what.
Right.
Exactly.
But that's a personality thing.
It might be. Yeah, it might be.
Not everyone's like that.
No, some people are super competitive and they got to win everything. And
Yeah.
I get it. I'm just, for me, it's not about that,
Yeah.
And I think most people I run into, they feel the same way.
It's real laid back, yeah.
Yeah,
I still
but
think I beat Mike, but let's go back.
Yeah.
How
He
did that?
very clearly didn't win, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, this is the thing.
Is
It's
that the only
jujitsu.
draw? Is that the only draw ever in Fight to Win?
I don't know.
It's been another no contest. It was no
Has it?
contest. I think it's
Yeah,
two,
he just calls it
2 or
no
3 years
I don't
no
know.
contest.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
too sure
Yeah.
about that, but
Now,
it's what I'm
The
trying to say is it's
AJ
just
one was a
jujitsu.
no contest.
Like we're not punching and kicking each other, right?
Right.
So we're just,
Right.
we're just trying to catch each other and
That's
submit
it.
each other,
Catch.
and listen, and even if we catch something and and I'm late on a tap and he pops my arm or the other way around, whatever it is, right? Like there's gonna be no animosity. I'm a dumbass. I didn't fucking tap. That's
Right.
on me, right?
And he knows I didn't mean to. 100%.
It's part of
It
the
is.
fucking game,
Yeah.
So I mean, why can't we practitioners that do that and try to murder each other every day, like be friends the second before the match starts and the second it ends, and in between, go hard as balls trying to murder each other,
Right.
within limits and within rules, because that's the great thing about this game that we get to play, right? And
Right.
so
Right.
that's just
Speaking of submissions, did you guys watch the UFC 216?
I saw all the highlights.
Yes.
Oh my god,
DJ, my hero,
that
man.
dude is.
insane, dude.
Armbar.
We're
ages.
training after this, right?
Yeah, we are.
I'm letting Zito scramble up.
Suplex.
I'm putting that in my bag of
Zito
tricks.
scramble up.
I was already drilling it, so be careful.
Suplex
That
to
was,
armbar.
that was
Fucking
I was
insane,
like,
dude. He's on another level, brother.
I mean, where does he go from here? The whole division.
It doesn't matter. That's
125
everyone they
is-
put in front of him. He just fucking destroys.
I think he just wanted to beat Anderson Silva's record. I think he's going to go up now.
Dude, I don't think it's just Aaron, but
That's crazy.
he
If he
just
goes up and he starts
destroys.
cleaning house again, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, what does he walk around at? He's got to walk around like in the 150s, right? 145.
You got to assume, right?
150.
Because all these guys are cutting, 10, 15, 20
Right,
pounds.
right.
No one's, at the highest
Right.
levels just walking around at their fighting weight.
Man, I mean, what
That's
a fucking
insane.
performance.
That armbar.
Yeah.
Like,
That armbar. And to hold
you're not getting-
the
you're not getting
armbar,
away. You're not getting
the
away.
way he was holding the amount of pressure to hold that, and that guy was wanting to get out of
I
that.
know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how is his
And
leg
DJ's
just holding that?
And DJ's wearing a cup too. And that
Perfectly.
dude's elbow is right on that
Opened it up.
cup. I'm like, how's that dude not tapping it?
I mean, I was
I
so
was
impressed.
tapping the computer like, come on, tap, dude,
I
tap,
was,
dude.
Right.
I thought he was actually gonna spin out of it. Like when he was like flailing, I was like,
Oh, I covered the screen. I saw Ronda Rousey. We should take coming. I was like, oh no, I can't. I got the weakest over there. She's like, no. I was like, no. Oh, he tapped. He'll kick you.
I mean, I don't know if the grip, because he had double hands on the arm, and I don't know if he was trying to swing around. But does the glove help him in that because he could hold on to the glove a little bit more,
Yeah.
as opposed to being like just bare hand and
Flattening
slipping
out,
out, right?
yeah.
Wow, that was so impressive. The whole card was really good. Amazing fights.
Yeah, I just saw all the highlights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It looked like, based on the highlights, it looked like Tony was getting kind of
on.
fucked up
Yeah, he was.
before he caught that triangle.
I don't know about that.
It was close. He
he's
was
a-
dig
close.
deep though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was I mean, you got what's his name? Kenny Lee.
Kevin Lee.
Lee. Kevin Lee was definitely gassed by 3.
Right. He put too much into it.
Yeah, but I don't honestly. I'm not a big fan of Tony's style. It makes me really nervous when I watch it. I know he's good, but put your hands up, man. It just makes me really like what are we doing here? Like, why are you these weird feints? It's not a
Yeah.
tick. He's not doing it because that's his tick. It's just he's doing it to be something.
Fancy.
Yeah, I don't really
think,
get that.
I think McGregor, is going to clown him. I think he
Yeah.
absolutely clowns him.
Well, yeah, I mean, because he lifts his chin up in the air. That's not a good sign. That's right. That's not good.
That's not. Well,
When
I mean,
you go straight
when
up in the air when you're getting punched.
when you're dealing with precision and power like that, that ain't good.
No.
You know.
no, it's not good because that's a timing.
Tony's awesome in like, let's bang it out, like let's have this like back and forth war,
Slop, like
you know,
bar
but like,
fight, yeah.
McGregor's not going to play it.
No,
No,
he's
he's
just going to be
not.
like ping,
Yeah,
ping, ping,
exactly.
you know,
He's
until
gonna
you
pick his
drop.
shots.
Yeah, I mean, and what did you guys think about that? Why did he push the arm away? What was the point?
I
of
didn't
that?
see that.
Oh,
So
you
that
didn't
was
see it?
that was the one part I did.
So he had the
Yeah.
arm here,
Right.
and he actually put it off to the side.
Like when you're trying to push the arm across the chest,
Yeah, he
in a
didn't-
triangle.
he
He,
put it
like
the
pulled
outside.
it
Push the
back.
outside.
I didn't get that.
Well, you
I didn't get that
You
either.
can finish both ways.
I know
so-
you can,
Yeah.
you can finish with, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Isn't it?
I don't know if it's
Yeah, I mean, isn't it a more secure choke when the arm is across? I mean,
Right. Because you put pressure on both sides.
Right.
So,
But you can still get it.
yeah, sometimes people
Good
defend and they just work off submissions from the defense. So
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause
he's pulling the head regardless.
Right.
He's pulling the head down
Right.
and he's stretching his legs out.
Yeah.
So, he's hipping into it.
I think he got that choke because Kevin was so gassed.
he was really
yeah, he's ready to go
Yeah.
home.
Right. He was just like, fuck this.
But his rubber guard looked pretty good, but he slipped out of that. I don't know. I feel a fully healthy Kevin Lee would have been a little different.
Yeah.
Would have been a little different fight.
Well, I hope he gets the McGregor fight. I hope he gets the payday.
I really do. I hope he does.
He won't get the W, but he'll get the payday.
Right.
He'll definitely get the payday.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I
Everybody-
mean, it's the
everybody wins.
first 10 planet,
Title holder?
title holder, which is pretty cool for Eddie.
Yeah.
But they were talking, like Rogan was talking about him fighting Khabib and then Nick Diaz fighting like a trilogy in like Russia. Like what?
Yeah.
What is this? It's like, how could they even do that? Like, I thought the whole point of the interim is to fight the champ.
That's
to
correct.
to
That's what
solidify,
I
right?
read earlier this afternoon. That's what Dana White said, that it would be McGregor and
Yeah.
Ferguson.
for 100%.
Yeah, he's like
Okay.
the Nate Diaz. He's like, that was internet bullshit. Just to me, I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Because I don't.
And then
We'll see.
Khabib hasn't made weight.
Yeah, that
You
guy
know,
fucked
so
me.
many times
Yeah,
he's
but
pulled
Daniel
out.
Cormier was saying on after the fight that he's had some changes to his camp and he's all healthy now. He's ready. He's ready to make the weight.
Those guys will say anything
Whatever.
to get the $10 million payday. Yeah, we made some changes to the camp.
So let me get my cut.
Can I get the fight now?
Yeah.
Shit, I made some changes in my camp. I'll take that fight.
I represent you. I just want my cut.
Yeah. No, it was good. And then there was Sug on. Anyone watch Sug?
I didn't watch that
I
one.
did.
I did not.
I did not either. How was it, Paul?
It was all right. Wasn't bad.
My brother
It's-
watched it, so I texted me and my brother were texting. I don't know. I was doing something. It was like an open man or some shit, but a family party, whatever. But I texted my brother and I was like, I got home. It was like 11 o'clock. My kids were all asleep. I was like, should I watch it? He's like, not fucking worth it. So I didn't watch it.
There you go.
Your opinion, worth watching?
I mean,
Who was on? I don't even know who was on the card.
Argazam was the
yeah, AJ. Who
The-
did
the
AJ
main
fight?
event.
I mean, look, I can't even remember.
Yeah,
It happened
exactly.
3 days ago.
There you go.
know?
So-
Jake
not
Shields or
worth
some
watching.
shit. Was it?
No.
No.
Was it Jake? No. Was it Craig Jones? No.
No, Craig Jones was on there though.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
Okay.
he won. Who did AJ fight? I can't even fucking.
Oh, AJ
That's how
fought-
exciting it was.
That's how exciting
Yeah.
it was, yeah.
Yeah.
You
I don't
know.
know. I don't remember. I don't.
I actually watched some of it. I can't remember who was on the card though.
The only thing I remember about it was
The cowboy hat guy?
not
Was
the
he on
cowboy
it?
hat.
Was
guy.
he on it, though?
He, of course, he
Yeah,
was, dude.
Staple.
Yeah,
He's a
he's-
staple there.
He's the face of Sugg, bro.
He's the announcer. He wears this ginormous,
Yeah.
10
And the
gallon
jacket
hat.
too.
In the jacket, yeah. I don't get that.
The main event, two girls were in it. One of them had like this
Nose piercing.
nose like bar going, like a nose
Like,
piercing
She wore it in the fucking cage.
in
Yes.
the cage during the match.
Yes.
And I'm like, they're like warming up and they're like announcing her, and you know how the camera like zooms
Sure.
in on you. I'm like, are they gonna like take that fucking piercing out or what? You know? Nope.
Wow.
The whole time I was watching the match, that's all I was thinking about. I was just waiting for that thing to get
crossface
ripped
to
out.
come across and just
And I
rip
think
right
she
out of her
won.
fucking
She
face.
won too, right?
She did win.
Yeah, she won.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Very weird though.
That is weird. But it's not like a sanctioned like body like there to tell you.
Grappling
Dude, I think
events
it's
aren't-
just like an
grappling events are not
Right.
just because it's in a cage.
it's
don't
an
mean
unwritten
official.
rule though. You know, how about you take your piercing out?
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
For
You
sure.
know?
I'm surprised she didn't.
Mike,
Maybe it's something you can't take out and put back in.
You've reffed a shitload of matches. I mean, have you
No,
ever
I-
stopped anyone and be like, how about you take your earrings out, you know?
No rings. fingers guys usually with their rings. You know, most chicks
Guys?
are like wedding rings.
Oh,
I see like guys like fucking be on the mat and like you
wear
gotta take that wedding ring off.
ring?
I usually don't have one on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wakeboarding this morning, so I don't have any.
Good.
These aren't rings.
What do you need it
These
for?
are brass knuckles. These are rings.
But in MMA, every once in a while when you're cage side, you catch an earring or two. Hey, got to take that out, or necklace or some shit like that.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, but the nose stud. Ooh,
fucking that's weird, dude.
that's weird.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that.
That's just a weird fucking piercing.
Sug, huh? Who did AJ fight? That's how bad it was.
That's how bad it was. But did he win?
I think he did.
Yeah, he won.
I think he did win.
But isn't he fighting at this?
I think he's-
JT Torres is fighting on. Oh no, that's Benson Henderson.
Ben
Ben
Henderson.
Henderson.
Yeah,
That's
that's gonna
gonna
be
be a
fucking
fucking
fire,
crazy
dude. That whole
series.
card is fire, man.
I know.
Yep,
Dude,
I'm booking my
that's-
flight next week. I'm just going to check it out. So.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah. You're just going down there to
Yeah,
watch?
Check it out. It's
That's
like three great fights. Well, more than three.
This guy's all single, and he has that ability to go. We've discussed this many a times.
Yeah.
He's like,
Get up and go.
oh, I can just get up and go.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean? You have kids? He's like, no. My ex will have the kids. I was like,
No wrestling. No wrestling. No football. I'm out of here.
okay.
Do your kids do jujitsu?
No, I talk about that. Everyone asks that question.
Yeah.
No, they they do their own thing. They do whatever their friends like. So
Right. Yeah, that's
find their way.
That's the thing about jujitsu, where it's like,
Can't force it. No.
well, I mean, kids when they're young, you just want to tell them like, trust me, this is going to be fucking
Exactly.
great.
This is so much work.
This is so much-
Exactly.
yeah, but they're, Dad, I want to play baseball. Like I'm not a father or anything, but I could just imagine that if I was, and my kid came up to me and was like, I really want to play baseball,
You're not
I would be
telling him no.
fucking heartbroken. I swear to God, I'd be like, oh god damn
wanna
it, really?
Reggie.
'Cause all my friends are playing baseball. And I'm like, are you
the hell with your
kidding me?
friends. You have me.
No, so I know where you're coming from, and watch. Mark my words, you'll be happy that he says that.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
You'll be excited that he's
Into something.
he's passionate about something, and that
Right.
he's passionate enough to say, "Dad, I want to go and."
Right.
You'll
so-
cry, but you'll be.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's one of those things. That's a lot of those bittersweet moments with kids.
Yeah.
Marks will tell you. I mean, that's just how it is when you get kids.
Yeah, you can't be like a helicopter dad, right?
Nah,
Because that just fucks them up, right?
Fuck them up.
I used to just
They'll
intro-
never go to jujitsu.
I
Right?
just introduce them to everything, whatever they like. I have them stay with it.
Yeah.
If they start something, I expect you to finish out. The
Right.
year,
Exactly. Just
whatever
finish
it is,
the
just
season.
finish it out. You
Yeah.
can stop after, but
But you gotta show them some basic self defense stuff, just
Yeah.
as a dad, right? Especially with the background.
My kids are already playing on the mats with me every time.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I guess we're all like my parents or my father, he was into baseball, hockey. That was his thing, So it was okay. I'm going to do baseball.
Right.
I was horrible at baseball. I hated it, but that's what he wanted. And I didn't know anything other than that.
Right.
And my friends who got me in
Yeah.
martial arts. So thank God for that.
yeah, saving you.
Yeah. But it's probably very rare for like a 5-year-old to be like, I want to do martial arts, right?
You're like, you do?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I did martial
gotta
arts when
be.
I was a little kid.
Yeah, but-
That's the thing. Like my dad didn't play football. I played football. My son won't play football.
Right.
But it's I don't know. I had uncles that did that shit. So like I Bruce Lee. So I wanna be
I'll tell a
Bruce Lee.
secret. I did
Chuck Norris.
karate for a while too.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm
Shut
not
up
telling
about
anybody
karate.
else.
I
though.
think everybody from like
Taekwondo, Hapkido.
our age did karate.
Yeah.
For like
I did
a
Jeet Kune Do
stint of
for
it.
a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I did it through the 90s.
But that whole karate phase, I think that's more of the parents like, I want my kid to
To
be
do
able
something.
To learn discipline.
and be able to defend
Yeah.
them. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think any kids are like, I want, maybe after the Karate Kid.
I want a
kids were
horse
fuck-
block.
Yeah.
That was the whole like the misconception for all like 80s parents. They were let's go to karate. Just fucking take them to the local boxing gym. Let them learn how to throw a fucking punch.
Right, right, yeah,
Kid will be
exactly.
much better off.
Right.
See
That's
that
not
wrestling
a-
program? Yeah, go send them there.
Right.
Much better off.
I'll show
So you
my
got those
age, like
80s. You got the best of the best. King
Samurai
Mao.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Samurai Sunday.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
Kung Fu.
It's so like it's so cool looking because it's the cinematography,
Right.
and you're like, wow, you can
Loud
really do
kicks.
this. Yeah,
Board breaking.
Thought that shit was real.
sure.
Fuck yeah.
I could never break a board, but it was cool.
like how much bigger would jiu-jitsu be right now if the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were jiu-jitsu fighters? You know what I mean?
Well, I'm
Probably
surprised
way
they
bigger.
haven't
It's a
came out with
remake.
anything like that. Like the Gracies hasn't come out with anything.
Yeah.
Like
We should find some animals and do it.
John
Yeah.
Wick, I mean, he's really pushing
That's
it.
true.
I mean,
John Wick.
I think that was I don't know. I don't watch a lot of movies, so like I can't really be like a critic
that's
on
one that
what's.
was huge.
But that's awesome. Like seeing that, like I think like that's him and Donnie Yen are changing like action sequences and
Yeah.
hand to hand combat
Right,
sequences
yeah.
in movies.
And he shoots people in the head
Yeah.
while they're in this triangle and shit. You know what I mean? It's great.
fucking
Have you seen that
vicious.
meme?
Yeah.
Where he's got someone in a triangle and he's also got like a gun to their head, and then the meme says like, when you're sick of getting stacked in your triangle or something like that. But
It's the way to get out of it.
but you're talking about like an HBO series of like
Yeah.
the
I don't know
story
why
of how the martial
yeah.
because it's so new, it can be done. You know what I mean? It's not like
I mean,
Get on that, Zito.
yeah,
There you go.
I'm no Steven
writing.
Spielberg. No, but I think someone should do it because it's fucking amazing. The
Why
whole
can't you do
family.
it?
and it could go for seasons and seasons.
For
you
sure,
know, for sure.
For
Like
sure, it can go. I mean, just a matter of fact that all the kids do jujitsu in that family is. I mean, not all of them, but you know what I mean. The majority. Of
You're
them.
supposed to, right?
You're supposed to, right? Yeah. But if you look at the whole family tree, you're like, geez, I never heard of this person. And it's just all like,
Brad Gracie.
Yeah.
Or Brad.
but they're black belts. They're just black belts you haven't heard of.
right?
You know?
Probably, for sure. But it's an incredible story and reason. I mean, maybe they are making it. We don't know. But
Who's the Gracie that's around here? He's in like Northwest Indiana or something. I think he's a heavier guy.
Croyler.
Hmm.
I believe I want to say he's it's like his mom's side, so it's one of those.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
I wonder
his
where he
last
was,
name is
yeah.
Leao or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's like a Hodger Gracie kind of.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
yeah, Hodger Gracie is his mother's side.
Gomes.
Right?
Yeah.
Man, what a name!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's so crazy that name. That
Right.
name
The
is
brothers in Torrance, they're splitting. Supposedly, they're opening their own academy right down the street.
Just, what?
Oh, really?
Like Henner and Huron,
Yeah. No longer.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I read that on the internet somewhere.
and the internet doesn't never lie.
It's got to be
Never
true.
lies. It's got to be true,
It's gotta
right?
be true.
Snopes it.
But yeah, no, that's what I heard. That's what
Really?
I read. Yeah,
That'd be
they were
crazy.
Moving on down the road,
Who gets the breakdown rights?
taking the university. They're
Who gets what?
theirs. It's all theirs.
Yeah, but
Supposedly, they were just paying their dad for the name, royalties.
really,
And they just ran the day-to-day operations, and
Yeah.
supposedly it's a really crazy lump sum of money. Yeah,
Nice.
monthly, like the monthly nut. It's insane. Yeah.
yeah.
Dad, throw us a bone here, man.
Oh,
And so
something.
with that,
Nothing like
that's why
that.
they're going off to do their own thing, because literally the second they can get out from under that, they become instant millionaires on
For sure.
top of what they're already doing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Man. Well,
See, Fumaca, this is what you get, man, when you start in your new school.
And I gotta-
You're going to be a millionaire in like a year, right?
A year? Only
yeah.
a year?
Yeah.
You just got to
Put that in my
change your name
calendar.
to Anton Gracie, you know.
There it is right now.
I'm sure people have done that for sure.
I'm putting it in my calendar
people
right
have
now.
done that.
Oh, really?
For
People call
sure.
you master.
They had to have, right?
They had
Look it
to.
up. It's like
Did
running.
they-
It's like running for office. People change their name
Yes.
to a name that's familiar.
Familiar.
Right,
People do it all the
exactly.
time.
I'm sure people
Who
have done
did that? Oh, God. The mayor in LA did that. Changed his last name to like a Latino name, just so
really?
he would get the Latino vote.
get the
Swear
vote.
to God.
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know.
Yeah, for sure people have done that.
Yeah, he like
Vitor,
Polish and changed
Vitor
his name.
Belfort did that, didn't he? Didn't he Vitor or Victor Gracie at one point
Oh,
in the
really?
UFC?
Yeah,
think
but
he
I mean,
tried, yeah.
Brazilians have like 50 names anyway. they have all of them. Have you seen you
Yeah.
go online to just see who's in your bracket for
Yeah.
whatever, and there's just like, oh, that dude has 5 names. That's a
Yeah.
Brazilian dude. You know?
It's funny you say that. That's how we look at brackets. So when we're looking at brackets, we look at the names like, okay, James such and such, Bill. I'm like, oh, this dude has 5 names. He's flown like 2,000 miles to fight. He's gonna be a monster. That's how we look at it. Like, oh God, I can't wait for these brackets to come out so I can see who he is.
Right.
True story.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
I don't even have a middle name.
You don't
Really?
know?
No.
Me either.
Just Paul? Paul
Really?
Malone?
Paul Maloney, dude.
Really? You know middle name?
No
either?
middle name.
Oh.
What's your middle name?
Joseph.
Joseph.
What's
Good
yours?
Italian boy.
Yeah.
Thomas.
Hey,
Ooh.
Tommy. Hey. It's like Tommy G.
You know Tommy G, right?
I know Tommy G, the
That's
old
his
man.
cousin.
my
Real?
cousin.
Yeah.
Oh, one cigarette away.
One-
Tommy, baby. Tommy loves it.
There was a.
That's my dog.
We had a. Yesterday, actually, one of our cousins passed away, and the wake and funeral the same day, and he was 89 years old, and I I went to go train. You know, I drove by, you know, early in the morning and paid my respects, and then, you know, I didn't stay for the mass. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But Tommy went to the mass, and he was talking to Katie, and he's like, so where's Anthony? Oh, he couldn't make it. And I'm like, why don't you just tell him I was training? He'd be so pissed off that I went training. He's stuck there at, you know, listening to mass.
How old is he now?
Tommy's 69.
Damn.
He's 69 or 70 now. He just had a birthday, right?
Oh, is he just have his birthday?
I think he just had a birthday not too long ago.
So he's 70 now.
Yeah,
70.
he's about 70.
One cigarette away.
It's funny because me and Tommy used to train downtown. We used to go to boxing, kick, Muay Thai, and jiu-jitsu all in the same day. Tommy used to be at every class at age like 62, 63.
Yeah.
Crazy. He was at every class.
He got
Like
quit
Tommy.
smoking. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I didn't know he smoked.
Yeah.
Yeah, he smoked.
It's so weird. I'm
I
like,
give
dude,
him crap about it.
why are you smoking?
He's
Okay.
just from that generation.
Yeah,
I
he's
guess.
old
It's
school.
just like-
Retired. He's cool.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
chilling.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm gonna do what I want.
Tommy
Right.
G, like, man, I'm living.
Yeah. He's still on the mat.
I know your family. Nice.
Yeah. Family. I didn't know he was who he was until like at a weird meeting at our family Christmas party. It's odd.
Old school.
Well, my dad's like, hey, Tommy does martial arts. I'm like, okay, yeah, right.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, because I've always known him since I was a little kid.
You like Tai Chi.
I thought it was just Tommy the Chicago Cop. That's all I've known him.
Right.
That's it. Because everyone's like, oh, he's a Chicago Cop. Oh, yeah, he's a Chicago Cop. Whatever. I didn't know he was now a black belt. in
Black belt.
jiu-jitsu. Fucking stupid.
Nice.
Antoine, you wrestled in high school, right?
I only wrestled for a little while. I
Yeah.
wrestled at Lane for a little while. I can tell you why I quit right now.
Okay.
I quit because of the onesies. I call them onesies.
The singlets?
Yes.
Really?
That's why you quit?
Yes.
That's fucking awesome. I would have done the same exact thing.
Why?
If they would have had
It's
shorts
stupid.
like they do now, I would have
Horrible
wrestled
option.
my whole time.
Right.
And then they said they're changing that now. They're doing rash
Yeah,
guards
yeah,
and shorts.
they
Rash
changed
guards
it.
and shorts.
Yeah, this year, for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's why.
ridiculous, Paul.
It's
I
just
mean,
the whole
it's-
fitting
I know. I hear you.
left to right.
Just
it was just too
walking
much for
out
me.
there to
Yeah.
you know.
When you're young, when you're like 14, 15, you don't.
I did
you're
it,
like,
man.
Oh, I'm embarrassed.
I did it,
Like, this isn't right.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
whole part of it. I mean,
You don't wear a cup in wrestling. either,
wrestling
right?
Nope.
fucking
No.
sucks.
No cup?
Nope.
No.
You're out there.
Really?
You are out there.
Could be a cold
For the
day,
world.
right?
That's weird.
I only did it for a short time.
Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah.
do it.
It was hard.
I didn't like
You
it.
have to be a different person.
I got hurt.
But you can wear underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have. You should.
You have to.
I would
You
hope
should.
so.
You
Some
should.
compression, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Compression or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, it's. I mean, your
Tighty whities
your
is all up to
package
you.
is just that. Yeah.
I wonder where that singlet came from anyway. Like, what was that? Like, who thought of that? Like, who's the guy behind that? Or girl?
Or girl. I'm with you on that. Or girl.
yeah, right?
I think it's like they didn't want anything to be baggy, so you couldn't
Yeah.
grab the clothes. So it had to be tight forming to the body.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. The only reason I didn't continue to wrestle was because of the singlet.
Really?
Only reason. Yep.
Out of embarrassment.
It was a combination. It was more of just the way
with the
it was
down his
awkward.
knee.
Right.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
awkward. Yeah, it was awkward.
You packing too much heat, Fumasa?
Right?
Hey, concealed carry. Yeah.
So it happens.
But I heard they're changing that. I heard
Yeah,
they're
they
going
are.
shorts and rash
More
guard.
kids will wrestle now, believe
That's-
me.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. No bathing suit wrestling.
I mean, yeah, wrestling. Now that I think about it, wrestling sucked. You had to fight your teammates just to get a spot,
get a
on the
spot, yep.
team.
Oh,
Then
is
you
that
had to
how it worked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you had to fucking cut weight for the meet, you know, and then you had to walk out there essentially naked in front of everybody, and then fight some dude you never met
Right?
In a bikini.
in a bikini.
Yeah.
Which is, no, don't get me wrong, wrestling's hard. It's tough.
It's fucking right, it's tough.
You have to be
Yeah.
tough to wrestle.
I don't see right now. I mean, I probably had over 100 wrestling matches in high school, and like Zito, I see right now, he's like obsessed with competing. You know, he like you love it. You got bit by that comp bug. You
Yeah,
know,
I like it. I
where
enjoy it.
I'm like, I guess I'll do this tournament. You know, where I'm like, I just don't give a shit about competing at all.
Right.
You know, and I don't know if that has something to do with it. Like, did I get that like comp bug out of my system at an early age, and now I'm like, I don't really give a shit. Where you're just kind of
Right.
competing for the first time.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't know, or maybe I just need.
No, it's definitely, you know, I mean, you see that with wrestlers. They tend to be a little more comfortable going out there and competing in jiu-jitsu tournaments where you get someone who's never, you know, done one-on-one type of competition, you know.
Right.
Right.
They may not like
No
it as
pressure,
much.
really.
or-
And you're like,
yeah.
I've been here before.
Exactly. So,
But even just to do it in general, like when I do it, I never get butterflies or any of that shit. But maybe I should. Maybe I'd perform better if I did. You know, go out there
nervous
with a little bit. You know, what like? How about you? You're a big competitor. Like, what's a mindset that you?
Mine, people hate me because I'm pretty simple. Mine is like, have fun, don't get hurt. That's my mindset. I go out there and I chill.
Right.
Even I roll the same way in the gym as I roll in the tournament.
So similar to how it was on Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Nice.
I just roll the same way. I go for stuff. I'm real laid back.
Yeah.
I'm a counterer to the counter to the counter to the setup. I believe in the spider web, like getting stuck in the spider web and then have fun with submission. So
Right.
all setups, but I'm real laid back. If anybody's ever rolled me, like, oh, that dude's like laid back. I mean, I can turn it on when I need to. Like,
Right,
if you turn
right.
it on, I'm like, oh, okay, well, here we go, we gone. But I'm usually laid back.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm older too, so
Yeah.
I gotta be able to roll jiu-jitsu for the next 30, 40 years.
Right.
Tommy G, here I come.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. I'm super laid back.
Right.
Like, I really think I'm more cerebral. I don't like to waste energy
Yes.
because I don't have a lot of
Yeah.
energy. right?
People are breathing hard. I'm like,
old.
oh, dude, you're tired. We
I'm-
got 3 minutes left.
I'm like calm. I don't breathe heavy. I'm just like, I'm going to wait for my opening. I'm not going to just force openings on it because I'm little. I can't. I'm not going to bully you around. I'm not going to bully anyone in this room. I'm not going to bully around. So I got to wait for my openings.
Right.
And that's what I do. Because eventually you're going to have to move off my stomach at some point.
Off my stomach.
Like, take the knee off my belly at some point. Go for something. And then I'm going to make my move, okay? Get your 200-pound ass off me, okay? And let me fucking do a little jujitsu.
Soon as stop smashing me.
Zito's tactic is he waits until you get bored of the position.
That's what I heard. Don't you want to move?
Exactly. Aren't you tired of standing on top of me?
Yeah,
Boring for
you're not gonna get any more than 2 points for this knee on belly.
I can't take it off and put it back up. It's funny.
Speaking of tournaments, so I was thinking, and I'm saying this now because I want to brainstorm a little bit. We were talking about, Paul, what were we talking about? Like doing our own little like 8-man, 60-man tournament. And we were talking about rule sets. And this is right after the ADCC. So I was thinking about this rule set.
An invitational.
Invitational, right, invitational. So what do you think about this? A first 2 points, like saying a first to like 10 or first to 15 wins or submission. No time limit. So basically, and I think maybe 15 points might be much because, you know, I don't know what the average points in an IBJJF tournament is. If the average is like 8 points is mostly probably the average, right? A point up.
8 to 10, maybe.
8 to 10, right?
Yeah.
So first to 10 points. So meaning that if you and I are fighting, you have 7 points, I have 8 points. Whoever scores next 2 points wins the match. Or if you sub me before then. And if you caught stalling, you deduct points instead of advantages and, you know, penalties. It would be deduction of points. So if you start off 0-0 and no one's making any moves and someone starts stalling, you actually get a negative. So now you have to catch up to get that 0.
Right.
Or the sub. I don't know how that would go, but I think a mock tournament was what I like to do. Let's bring some guys in from all different gyms and just put this on and see how long the matches would go. Because in no time limit, you know, you never know how it's going to go.
U.S. Grappling, you said, or they still do a bunch of like sub-only stuff. So,
But
Chrissy, she's got like the stats that I've read from hers. They're like 6 minutes. I think it's like the 6-minute mark, and armbar is like the most caught submission in you know, no point sub-only format.
Okay. But has you ever heard of a tournament doing first 2 points to win? Not like
I don't think
slot,
I've heard the first 2 points. I've heard people discuss this type of option. I think it's great, and you know, sitting here thinking about it, like, you know, what would the point limit want to be? And I was thinking maybe make it low so that like it's a scramble
to go.
To get it.
You know, first to 7. You know, but
right.
But if you get someone landing in mount, they turn over and you get their back. And
It's 8.
4 and 4. It's 8.
over.
That's the end
It's
of the
over.
match. Literally
Exactly.
can end real fast. You know.
So that's why I was thinking more like 10.
Exactly 10, 12 points, something like that.
Right,
So it's
right.
got to be a.
Yeah, I think that.
But yeah, you know, I mean, it can, but it can. I guess it can stall out if someone gets stuck in someone's guard or.
But then you
something
start
like that.
deducting points, and they got to catch up.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know. I just
like
thinking
it.
that I like the idea, and I like the.
Who would you deduct for if they're in the guard? That's the
if they're in
who's
the guard.
stalling.
Who's stalling? I mean,
That's the catch. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Because I could
You
be
tell
playing
me.
guard, waiting for, like you said, waiting to set them up, chilling,
Right.
Right.
and you're expecting them to move, and they're not moving. You're like, all right.
Well, I guess if you're not trying to sweep, and if I've got you in my guard, I'm usually gonna try to sweep. I
Right.
want you out or triangle or setting up something.
Right.
So if I'm not doing that, if I'm just laying there,
Then you're on
you
the
know I'm
bottom.
stalling,
Yeah.
right? So if I'm just holding on to you, where the guy's not trying to pass. I guess you could kind of play it up. I mean, you guys both ref, so you tell me what you think. It'd probably be discretionary based on what's happening at that time.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
I think the guy up top needs to start trying to pass as well too. So that's it could
the
be
guy
a great,
on top has to be moving just as much as the guy
You
on
can't just be
bottom
laying
has
on
to
the guy's
move.
stomach. You can't just lay there.
Yeah,
Right.
you
He's
know
got
what I
to
mean?
start doing something. If you see the guy on the bottom trying to get this guy off my stomach, you know he's working.
Right.
If the guy on top is just laying there, he's the one's the point's going to deduct it from.
Yeah.
So you got to be moving. You can't just stay
I
stationary.
like the idea because I mean sometimes sub only.
Oh,
No.
and a caveat: you start on your knees, and you can choose to stand up together and then go for the point takedown, but you start on your knees. Why do I say you start on your knees? Because I can't stand the first 10 minutes of the ADCC. Me personally, that Renzo Gracie match,
Oh, I'm with you. That's just
I thought it was so
horrible to fucking
ridiculous.
watch.
Right.
I'm sorry, I love Renzo
True,
Gracie,
that's true.
but that match was not watchable. Like I was like, this can't be real, and everyone was like, yeah. The commentators were like trying to make it out to be bigger than it was. I'm like, how could you even commentate on this match?
Yeah,
they weren't even doing jujitsu.
Those guys were doing hard work
They
trying
were
to
doing hard
commentate
for
on
20
that.
fucking minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that was
Caprino and Salo, man. That match was the same shit at whatever.
Metamoris.
When
Yeah,
Metamoris,
that was.
yeah.
I mean,
why are they on? It's,
Well, here's
it's
the
let's
thing.
just start doing jujitsu.
Yeah, but you
Let's
don't
stop
need to.
wrestling.
The reason why that is like that in ADCC is because there's no points in the first 10 minutes,
get it.
right?
That's right.
But you're doing points and you're
I agree.
invitational, right?
Yes.
So,
but I still rather start on the knees. Bow, shake your hand, let's fight. And if one guy starts to stand up,
fucking awkward.
if one guy stands up,
that's because Zito hates.
just say this.
I mean,
From
I'm a spectator, just from the
like, why are
marketing
these guys on their
standpoint,
knees?
spectator would walk in and it's like, why the fuck are those guys on their knees?
Right. But I think for me,
I mean,
when
listen,
I look at jujitsu,
all four of us here understand
Yes.
why.
I look at
I'm
jiu-jitsu
saying, you know,
like
Jane
that.
and Joe Smith, they
Right.
fucking have no idea why those guys are on their knees together.
But I think they'll figure it out. I think if one guy stands up and then approaches the guard or approaches to be on
pass.
top to
Yeah.
pass,
Yeah.
that will start. Even at grappling games, there's so many matches where they're just standing the whole fucking time. Listen, it's sub only. Why the fuck are you standing? Just someone take a position.
Yeah, but now you're really, really getting away from the martial art. You know, where
Because
it's like
in the street, you're not going to go on your knees.
I agree.
Exactly.
You're
That's
not
the
going
only.
for it.
That's the only catch.
Can we
I
not
agree.
just move further and further and further away from practicality? You know what I
I
mean?
the only
don't
catch.
disagree.
Sit on your ass right away if you want, but just start on the feet.
Yeah.
No, man.
I'm
I
a guard
don't-
puller.
Just penalize them
too.
for it. You know, that's what they do in ADCC. That's a negative point to pull guard after points.
I like the idea though because sub only no time limit can get ridiculous.
It could,
Some of
yes.
those matches are 40,
Yeah,
50
pretty good.
minutes long. It's stupid.
Right.
First to 15 is cool. You know, so you can get the sub only guys that are on board. You could get the point players that are
Right.
on board, and it seems like it would make everybody kind of like how ADCC kind of makes everyone happy
Right.
with the way they
Yeah,
do it.
exactly.
But you won't have that super boring first 10 minutes.
Right.
Where guys are waiting for points.
So this is what the one thing that I could see being the solution to the issue, and that's very active refereeing, right?
Right.
Someone who's going to keep fucking dinging people for watch Izzy. You know, watch Izzy
Yeah,
fucking
around.
ref, dude. He don't fuck around. Like the second
No, he
you're
does not
slow
fuck
and stalling, bam, moving on top, stalling right away. He's going to start hitting you. You start seeing that shit. You get
start
on your horse.
moving.
You're going to start
Right.
moving. You know, you
Start
have
moving.
to. You know.
Yeah.
You know, and then when it comes into the, two people just locking up and not wrestling or struggling to take each other down, ref breaking them, recentering them, fucking and saying, let's go, guys. We got to, let's start working, hitting them with fucking penalties, Guys are going to start moving. Guys will say, fuck it, I'm going to take the negative point and I'll pull guard,
Right.
just so I can start working some
But it wouldn't be a
jiu-jitsu.
negative point if you pull guard, and not in this one I was
Right,
talking about, right?
I think it should always be a negative point to pull fucking guard.
Really?
Fuck yeah, dude.
I don't like him.
See,
I'm a guard puller.
Everyone has their own. It's so fascinating. Everyone has their own
I
Turn the lights off.
that's your
I still
thing.
put guard on in our match still,
Right, yeah.
But
But you think it should be a negative point,
fuck yeah.
even the IBJJF?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
You're giving a
I'm good
position.
with that. Yeah.
You're giving a position.
But what if your position is guard?
I don't give a shit. What's
Then you
your
give
position?
up. Then you're good from there, and you sweep.
Great, exactly, awesome, good
Then
for
you
you.
sweep and
You
come
don't
back
need
to
a
the
negative
top.
point. You're gonna get to somewhere better.
A lot of people do that. A lot of people pull guard to get on top.
In an altercation, in a fight on the streets or whatever, you're not gonna hold on one second, sit to your ass and be like, all right, now let's do
course
this.
not.
Right.
You'll
Of
get
course
kicked
not.
right in the fucking face. You know.
Right, right.
So
I'm kind of on board
Let's
with you, Mike, as
keep
far
the
as
martial arts aspect of it
Yeah,
all.
I'm on board with the negative point for pulling, but don't you think that's going to make guys just have a bunch of stand-up battles too? and that's going to turn into
No,
like,
not if you have fucking Izzy
Active
in his
ref-
ear,
yeah,
fucking
active
bam,
reference, what
dinging
he's
him.
saying.
right.
So that's what it takes, you know. Like, so Silver Fox, David Karchmer, like, you know, he's got his Facebook page, and you know, we were talking about the reffing at ADCC, and it's pretty fucking atrocious. I mean, no offense to those guys. I know it's a hard, thankless job, but I mean, it just didn't seem like there was a lot of, you know,
Pushing it a
training,
little bit, yeah.
you know, across the board. People were, you know, maintaining their space differently than the other guy. And I know that they have the rule, like at the edge of the,
They were on the mat,
like, you know, when they came here and I got certified with them here, when they did their tour, like, dude, these guys like, listen, if it's an armbar and it's on the edge of the mat, he literally has, you see those bleachers, there's 4 rows, he has to the top of the 3rd row before you will stop the match
It's crazy.
to
I
finish
was
that
there.
armbar.
I was there. Yeah.
I was like, what? He's like, yeah, no. If he's cranking on it and he just
Let him
keeps rolling,
finish, yeah.
you're going to keep letting him roll off the mat, clear the people out of the way, let him go up the fucking bleachers. I don't care.
It's crazy. I'm
and then
surprised you
here's the
remember
deal.
that.
If you have to reset them in
Deeper.
that submission, you're going to put him back, and it's going to be as deep as possible. You're going to take it. If it's a shallow, really shallow
Really?
armbar, guess what? When you reset him in the middle, it's going to be the deepest fucking armbar possible. And then you start to think about ADCC a couple years back, David Avalon and Husmar Palhares. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
It reset him in a heel hook, and they reset him in the fucking nastiest, deepest heel hook in the entire world against fucking Soquinho,
Yeah.
man. It's insane.
It's crazy because those were exact words. If they get to the 3rd
Literally.
in the bleachers, those were exact
like
words.
the-
That was years
Did
ago.
you-
Yes, you were
years ago.
there. Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
ask him why? They just
Why? Because, dude,
They want
fight.
finishes?
They,
Yeah.
they want finishes.
Yeah.
Fucking fight, dude. That's what we're here for. We're here to finish. Go and finish. You know, and if you're close to a finish, I'm not stopping you. Fucking keep going until you finish.
But what I understand
Till the
is
guy
that,
finishes or till the guy escapes.
Yeah, I get that. But why, if you're off the mat and you're still, and if they're at the 3rd row and you're still going to start them back on the center of the mat with the submission,
Why not? As
don't
soon
you
as they get out
just,
off the
as soon as
mat.
you just put him back in the submission. Why you have to go all the way out to 3rd row?
Hoping
of
that
the-
he's going to finish. I mean, the idea is you're
in the
going to
core.
try to let him go. And literally, the 3rd row, there's 4 rows. So it was literally
Right.
to the outside of the building. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, the idea is,
No break
what
in
was
the
it?
action.
Yeah. Vinny Magulation, was it Fabricio Verdum?
Verdum,
That
yeah.
same year, right?
Yeah.
That fucking nasty armbar, dude. How Vinny escaped that was insane. But, like, it was deep and it was on the side and literally 100% off the mat. And
He escaped.
No.
Straight.
His arm was fully, he escaped, but I mean, it was extended as fuck.
yeah,
But
yeah.
he let it go all the way till it was off the mat until he got out. And it was gross as fuck, man.
He talked about it with a toe hold. Like if a person keeps rolling,
Yeah.
rolling,
Yeah, the
rolling,
toe
rolling,
hold I can
rolling,
see
rolling,
that-
rolling,
that
they keep
going
going.
on.
Just let
Same
him
thing
keep
with the heel
attacking
hook.
it.
He said, he's like, you know, any of that shit. He's like,
Yeah.
they start rolling, you fucking go ahead, let them go.
I think that was the last time they were here too.
Yeah, they didn't
They
do
didn't,
that
yeah, they didn't come back. I
tour
don't think.
anymore.
Yeah.
yeah. They went to only the coast. They
Yeah,
now
the
only
coast.
go to
Yep.
East and West Coast cocksuckers.
Yeah. Next ADCC is going to be in California, I think.
Is it?
2019, I
Nice,
think.
man.
You prepping for it?
Yeah, I'm going to go out for
man.
trials, bro.
Go. Fuck yeah, dude.
Go for it.
Sure. Yeah.
Get up on your
You and
wrestling.
Zito, man.
Yeah, nah,
Rep
man.
that 10th planet.
Yeah,
You said you wanted to travel. There you go.
There you
yeah.
go.
I don't do ADCC though.
You should.
I'll just stand up. I won't be able to pull guard. I don't know.
Wow, you can. It's the first 5 minutes, no points.
So why come no one does it?
They don't want to be on bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why?
They don't want to be on bottom when the clock starts.
That's
Yeah,
the key, right?
yeah, that's the hard part. You know.
Yeah. But if your guard is your guard, you're ready.
Exactly.
It just seems so wasteful that first 10 minutes. It just seems like because no one really does.
5
a
and
lot.
5. It's 5
I
and
mean, Craig
5.
Jones actually. Oh yeah, 5 and 5.
Well, you got guys like Eddie Cummings that will sit and
Sit and
attack
go.
your legs
Fuck
yeah.
right
The whole
off the
time.
whistle
Yeah.
and be like, I hope I get a sub before points kick in.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. It's too bad he missed it. He's got a fight coming up against. Who's he got a fight coming up against?
Did you do the next EBI or no?
Geo.
Gio.
At Grappling
Industries.
Industries, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Rematch.
You guys rep those events, right? The industries. You rep from all, don't you?
I used to.
You used to.
Used to.
No, you
Good job, Mike.
Isn't that what Blake said in the commentary? It's not really a jiu-jitsu event unless Mike Cimm's there reffing.
Right.
He doesn't do it anymore.
No,
Are you
not-
retired?
No, I do. I rep for a variety of people still, but there are some organizations that I no longer work with.
You're hanging up the gloves for certain organizations.
Yeah, no, we parted on not the best of terms. So I mean, it is what it is, you know.
Gotcha.
So I mean, I wish them the best of luck, just not here. You know.
Now, Anton, you're a Marine?
Yes.
When
Once a
did
Marine,
that-
always a Marine.
Oh, that's what, yeah. I was about to say used to be, but
No.
I heard you. I
I
cut
caught
you off
myself.
early.
Joe. I caught
Yeah.
myself.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm a pro. See,
Good at this.
when did you get into that?
Almost straight out of high school.
Okay.
Was it
Yeah.
1972 or something?
And fight. Combate. No, I waited till I wanted to enjoy myself after high school for like 6 months. I chilled and hung out and
Right.
kept my freedom going. I did like a little bit over 4 years in there. So,
So you took
good.
the ASVAB test.
Yeah, I took the ASVAB in my junior year. I already knew what I was going to do when I got out.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you
was
knew
gonna,
your-
Yeah, I was going to play football. I had like a partial scholarship to play football. I'm like, that's not going to be great. So let me go serve my country and do something crazy. So,
Okay. Cool.
Were you ever deployed?
Yeah, I mean, I did a little bit. Just a couple places out Okinawa. I went to a little partial, almost trip to Kuwait. It was Bill Clinton was in office, so he was chilling.
Yeah.
That was
He was
good
partying
times.
at the White House. So.
Yeah.
He's getting his dick sucked. He
blown.
don't-
All day.
He don't give a fuck about
He was
war.
chilling like, what?
right.
He don't give a shit.
What you boys wanna
That's
do?
who we need. That's who we need.
Right.
Like
For
this
real,
guy
dude.
worried about just banging chicks. in
Right.
the
He was
office.
chilling.
That's
Off Twitter. Just
Playing a saxophone,
That's
just
it.
I'm gonna slay chicks.
Twitter wasn't there, so it was great. He
Right.
had to
Yeah.
do something else with his time, so it wasn't war.
Antoine could have got his face blown off if it wasn't for Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah.
You know.
Somebody had to get their face
There's a joke in there somewhere, right?
somewhere. But yeah,
So the process to becoming a Marine, like, because I've seen a couple of those shows where it's like, I think Hell Week they call it.
yeah, that's
Did
after.
you have to do
it's
that
boot
whole-
camp first. You have to go
Okay.
to boot camp first. So you do all
walk
this.
us through how the whole thing go.
So like he was saying about Zito was saying about the ASVAB, you take your test, whatever, and you have a recruiter that tries to make sure you're ready to go when you go, so you won't look bad. Make them look bad.
Yeah.
You go to boot
Ready
camp.
to go meaning what? Like you're physically
fit
ready
and mentally.
mentally.
The mental part is the hardest part. Anyone can get physically fit if
So
you're able.
what's this ASVAB test? What is
ASVAB.
Yeah. What
it's
is
like
that?
it's like your ACT test.
Yeah, it's your
It's a
placement.
4 hour. It's fucking long.
It's how you
And
get your job.
It's how you get your job, and then you have to score a certain level to get like the Air
Certain
Force. You have to
jobs.
be the high, is
Yeah.
the highest points.
Right.
So some people don't make it. They want to be like in the Air Force. They have to score high.
I
Want to
wanna
make sure
fly
you're
planes,
not an
but-
idiot,
Yeah.
right?
But
Yeah,
you're,
yeah.
But you score like
you
real
nailed,
18.
You nailed the screw, right? You're like, I don't think so. So it's that kind of stuff. So it's like pictures
Yeah.
like that'll surprise you. Like,
Oh, really?
I would just bang this in. Like, so much for
Okay.
that logic.
We're putting you on the front line, sir.
yeah. And you're a cook.
Yeah. Right.
But that's how it is. So, but then you go to boot camp, and I did 13 weeks of boot camp, which is for me it's fun because
You like working out.
I like working out and
Yeah.
I like challenges. So like jiu-jitsu, that's why I'm doing jiu-jitsu because I like to be challenged.
Yeah.
And then you go to combat training, and then you go to your school, which is where you do your ASVAB. So whatever school you get into, that's where you go to. Then that's your job in the Marines.
Yeah.
So I played football while I was in the Marines, and then pretty much spent most of my time in California, Camp Pendleton. So
Nice.
And then like any like hand-to-hand combat training.
yeah, we actually do grappling.
Okay.
And it's old school 1 back, 2 back. So boxing, like in a 4x4, that's how you learn how to box.
So minus wrestling in high school, that was your first exposure to grappling then?
Yeah,
Would be in the Marines?
with a flak jacket, you just kind of hand to hand, you grapple. We do the same thing. We do arm bars and takedowns and trips, but we do more like heels to the face kind of stuff. So
Do you remember any of the techniques?
Of course.
Do you still use them to this day?
Yeah.
Really?
The
so
trip.
So it's good
Tried
stuff.
him on
then.
Friday the dick.
Yeah.
trips and hip tosses, we do all the same stuff.
Right.
Inside trips, outside trips, hip tosses. Those are a lot of the things because you want to get them to the ground and stab them with the bayonet, pretty much.
Right.
That's it.
So stuff like that. You want to hear them get them to the ground and disarm them, stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of shooting, a lot of physical stuff. Like the mental, like I said, the mental stuff is the hardest stuff to dig deep.
Mm-hmm.
So I still say it now when I train, like, dude, dig deep, find a happy place, dig deep.
Yeah.
And people are like, what are you talking about? It's gonna get bad.
Yeah.
It could be worse. So
So then you go to boot camp afterwards, right?
You go to boot camp.
when do you actually become a Marine? There were
when you graduate from boot camp,
Okay.
yeah, you once you graduate, once you get your ceremony, and you pretty much get to get whatever pinned on you, whatever your rank is. You get your PFC or private
Right.
first class, and you march and you kind of do eyes right, and you're marching, and then once the graduation's done, you're done. You're a Marine.
Right.
You earn the title.
They actually just made the first female Marine like last week.
Infantry, I think, right? Or the infantry stuff, or
I don't know. I heard it on the radio.
probably infantry.
First
Wait,
female.
first?
First female Marine.
Probably Marine infantry.
Yeah,
Or maybe
certain
Navy
job.
SEAL.
That,
Yeah, it could be
Maybe
Navy
the
SEAL.
first is the first female Navy SEAL.
That made it through SEAL
wasn't
training.
Demi Moore the first Navy SEAL?
That's G.I.
That's
Jane.
G.I. Jane,
Oh,
bro.
G.I. Jane,
Yeah.
yeah.
Army.
Oh, that's Army.
Yeah.
I think she got through.
I thought she wasn't it SEAL training?
Yeah.
She did.
So is that what I was?
they mix it up. It's crazy.
So that's SEAL training. Is that what I was thinking about? Where they like keep you awake for 6 days straight
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff
SEAL
like
training.
that?
Yeah,
Did you
Navy
ever,
SEAL.
you ever go for that?
My
No.
buddies did all that crazy stuff.
Oh,
I like
really?
train. So in the Marines,
Did you do SEER school?
No,
No.
So in Marines, it's recon.
Nick did SEER school.
I know he's crazy.
Yeah.
So in Marines, it's recon. So that's all special forces. So my old roommate was in recon. So you have to take a test to get in. So I did all the training with him. I'm like, I'm getting out, dude. Because I went to school. I was in like, dude, I'm getting out. He stayed in and did his recon stuff. He went off and had all these pictures with war paint and stuff. I'm like, I'll talk to you later, dude. I'm going to school.
Right.
I'm getting out. Have a good one.
Yeah.
So I came here for school. So it's pretty,
the right way
pretty
to do it,
simple.
man.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I mean, yeah. I that's the advice I would give to anyone just coming out of high school right now that didn't know what the fuck they wanted to do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
why you're going to waste
4 years.
a bunch of money and your time fucking around at junior college, probably won't even graduate. You'll be working shit jobs in the meantime. It's just like, go in the army, bro. Just go in the army.
Yeah.
But even Anton did it one better. It's you go and you get the right job where you're
Yeah.
not a fucking bullet catcher.
Yeah. It depends on what you want to do. Some people
Yeah.
just want to go and be an infantry and come back and be a police officer. That's perfect for you. MP, whatever you want to do. It's up to you.
Yeah.
But the good thing is you get free schooling. Your GI Bill
GI
and
Bill.
Illinois offers Illinois Veterans Grant, so you go to school for free
See? There
when
you
you come
go.
back 4 years.
Even if you
course.
don't go to school,
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to
passes
do.
on to your family.
Yeah.
You
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, my brother didn't use his. He can use it for his daughter.
That's beautiful.
Fucking
Yeah.
money.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, his daughter's
It's
college paid
school.
for it, dude.
School now is
She stays here in the state of Illinois.
Yeah, you have to go to a state school.
Okay.
And you go to state
it's
school.
crazy how school now is like just business.
Fucking ridiculous.
Just fucking business. That's all it is. It's just another business. It's
Yeah.
like Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a
it's
fledgling
crazy.
system as well. That may go. Who knows?
Right.
I've spoken to people that teachers and shit like that, and disenchanted teachers and whatnot, and
Right.
it's one of those where
Yeah. With everything online now, it's
Yeah.
like, why do you have to go to a brick and mortar and pay like $100,000 a year? I mean, like, a lot of my friends are still like,
Oh, for
in
sure.
severe debt.
So I
student
got
loans.
a buddy who teaches at a high school, and he literally talks for 45 minutes a week. That's all he has to
A
do. is actually speak
lecturer.
for 45 minutes a week. The rest
That's
of
it.
the time, it's they're working on computers, or they have assigned like reading, or they have to do this, or they got to do that. But he literally has to speak for 45
But don't you think that's
minutes.
don't you think that's like I don't know if I agree with the whole online. I think that's going to be bad for the future. Reason why
I
is
don't
because
necessarily think online, but like computer based, like
But
learning like programs.
That's
Fuck yeah.
fine, but I think the
Some
whole
kind of
point
interaction.
of getting interaction with these fucking kids, man, it's all we're going to be raising is a bunch of fucking people who just look at their phones and
Yeah.
never talk to each other. There'll be 5 people sitting at a dinner table, and everyone's just looking on their phone, and there's no interaction.
Right.
And it's weird. And I think the only good thing that school does is it brings those kids together.
Right.
Whether it's sometimes
Do you need school to do that?
I
Can't
don't
you do
know.
that at a fucking jiu-jitsu academy?
For sure. Everyone
You
should
know?
just do jujitsu.
Fucking
yes.
park.
Let's just make all colleges jujitsu
know?
schools. I agree.
Dude.
I'm on board with that.
Dude, listen, I'm with you.
But that's
You
not
got no
the
stake in
reality.
this game right now, man. You don't have kids.
No kids.
On the other side of this table, we're looking down the barrel of that gun right now, knowing that it's like
It's rough.
fuck, dude,
Expensive.
what are we doing, man?
Expensive and rough.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
It's
But
tough.
I mean, would you be a bad parent if you steered your child away from college?
No.
Like this
Well,
is
why?
no.
Dude, a fucking union mechanic can make a shit ton of money. You're
I
a
know.
union Sparky. You learn a trade. You can make a good
Yeah.
living.
Right,
You know,
for
as
sure.
long as you're not a shithead.
I mean, but
know?
I'm just talking about like in the eyes of society, or even in the eyes of,
I think
of your
college
wife.
nowadays is not
you know what I
required.
mean? Like, you got to talk your partner into being like, no, they're not going to college. Like, what?
What's wrong with you?
Or,
I have
you
generations.
don't want our child to further their education? No, I just don't
Right.
want them to be $150,000 in debt.
It's going to be
Yeah.
have a master's and driving a taxi. Thank you.
Yeah, it's
Right.
it's I think it's unrealistic for a kid at 18 to know
To know
what
what
they're
they
going to want to do and have to
How about at
spend
25?
20,
You
30,
know?
40, $50,000 a year to figure that out.
Right.
It's ridiculous. It's
Shit, I'm
fucking
32
ridiculous.
and I'm just starting
Right.
to figure out
That's
like
what I'm saying.
who I
He's
am as a
42 and I'm
person.
still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And that's why I think, and the curriculums that these colleges put off of what, like when I went to college, they were like, okay, you have to take this before this. I'm like, well, I know that already. Why do I got to take it? Well, it's required. I'm like, are you
Because we
fucking
need
kidding me?
money from
Yeah,
you.
Exactly.
Or you
need
can
me-
pay the test out of it.
pay a test out of it. Exactly.
Yes.
So I had to pay to test out of these fucking classes.
Those
and I'm like,
motherfuckers.
this is fucking ridiculous. You're wasting my time.
Yeah.
You just want me to stay here. Okay. And just keep me going for
How
as
much of
long
those
as you
classes
can.
do you use in your day-to-day work nowadays?
Well, luckily for me,
Almost none.
I never did the traditional college where I took your gen eds. I just went for my computer courses. I just did computer, and just let me test out what I knew, and let me go move on to those. And I just picked and choose where I wanted to go and what class I wanted to take.
Right.
I was like, fuck these gen. I'm not taking English in college.
Straight to web design. We're out of here.
Fuck all that.
I know
shit.
how to speak English.
I can speak. Thank you.
Exactly.
I don't need to know our history that
Yeah.
much. Thank you. I could just Google it.
That's what I'm saying nowadays.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you hear what I'm saying? Capiche?
But it's just. I think it's ridiculous now. And for them to force that curriculum on the kids and to say, well, you have to do this, and then things don't transfer over to colleges, the credits. It's just such a business.
Every
It's so
school is
bad.
different.
Every school is different.
Those credits are worthless now.
Those-
You came here.
Yeah.
Those $20,000 worth of credits.
Right.
No, we don't
So-
take them.
So the message to all the 18-year-olds out there listening is don't go to college, right?
Basically,
Join the Marine Corps,
yeah.
right?
There you go.
Join the
Go
Marine
Marine.
Corps.
Hoorah.
Become an
Simplify.
entrepreneur. Start your own business.
Yeah,
do
hopefully
something.
you don't get deployed.
Win the lottery.
Win the
Live your
lottery.
own dreams, not someone else's dreams.
There you go.
Marry up.
We gotta wrap this up because we gotta roll, man.
Like legit, we're gonna roll.
Like we're gonna really
Like rolling.
because you got to get out.
Like
you got to
arm
be
bars and
out soon,
triangles?
right? Because you
Antoine's
got to
gotta
pick
get
up your
his
kids.
kids.
We got a couple of minutes.
I know. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm ready to roll.
I'm
tying my belt right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying because John's got open mat right now.
Right now.
He's in there, and I know he'd want to roll with you guys.
Yeah.
So
3 black belts on the mat, right?
it's pretty gangster.
I love that.
It's your lucky day. You guys get to be shit at black belt. I'm fucking dog shit tired.
Yeah, tell everybody.
That's gonna happen.
My back is jacked from front squatting, so
You're not rolling.
I wasn't going to, but
I have Advil.
I think I have to now.
You got it.
I have to.
We rolled
be-
before and he tried to kill me.
He did.
Did he tell you?
He
Did he
was
tell you
hard.
the story?
That's- No, tell me
Oh,
the
he tried
story.
to
though.
roll in omoplata, Americana. What did you try to
No.
roll and do? Something crazy.
What'd you try to roll and do to that black belt, bro?
Rolling Kimura.
Yeah, rolling Kamara. I couldn't remember what it was.
Kimura.
Did he get it on you?
I got
Let
the
him answer.
position.
He got the position.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
I like to chill.
And then he went black belt on me. yeah.
2 seconds later, he was submitting me. It was weird.
Yeah. Fumasa's a nice chill roll until
you go for blood.
until he's like, oh shit, this guy's got some moves, huh? All
He
right.
rolled. I'm like, whoa, did he just roll? And Nick Mitchell's on the side, like, oh my God, he's gonna. I'm like,
Nick Meecher's yelling at me, take his back, Paul, take his back.
He started that motherfucking pot.
he went live already. He's going live. I'm like, he's trying to set me up.
Yeah, that's like done. Murder. Come here.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Damn, Paul, he just went right into it. Huh?
He went straight to it. So I'm like, dive, roll over the top with my arm. Like, where you going? Yeah, it's crazy.
That's the way to be, though, dude. Honestly, that's the way to be, man. It's
Paul's aggressive. Paul's an aggressive roll.
You can be
Am I?
aggressive.
Yeah,
you
you
can,
are.
I'm an aggressive
just-
roll.
You're an aggressive roll, yeah, for sure.
There's definitely a thin line between aggressive and being a dick, but like
He's not a dick.
it's
He's not.
there's
I'm
especially
an
at purple
active
belt,
roll.
like that's like where like you have to. That's the change. Like the blue to purple, you want to be there. Like that's what it's going to take for you. You have to. Doesn't fucking matter that it's Fumaca or it's Maneko or whoever. Like
Yeah, you gotta go.
I'm gonna just do me, and I'm gonna go for it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That's good.
I think there's a
I look
difference.
forward to rolling with you.
I think there's a difference between aggressive and active.
Okay.
I think I'm an active roll.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I hate
But don't
nothing
leave
I
your
do-
arm out
I hate
there.
Nothing I do
Boring
is like,
rolls.
No,
Yeah.
nothing you do is that.
there you go.
Yeah, I consider you a harder roll for me. Well, you know my game very well.
Yeah.
What
so
is it?
It's tough.
We're about to roll
it's 'cause
today. What's your game?
I hate your game.
Footlocks,
so
dude.
bad.
He's just
That's
goes
why.
for footlocks, dude.
Perfect.
You know who I
His
rolled
game
with
is
for the
chill.
first time the other day?
Who?
Max.
Oh yeah, a 6'4" max.
And Max complimented me. He couldn't pass my guard.
Nice.
I was like, I've never rolled with Max because he's fucking sick. He's huge.
Yeah.
You know Max? You don't know.
He sounds big.
He's huge. And I was like, really, he was my last roll of the open mat. And I was like, I really wanted to do a good roll with him because I don't want to be, he's a brown belt, so I don't want to be disrespectful and give him a shitty roll. So I was like, I really got to try hard.
I like what you say right there. Like, actually go. And
Yeah.
people are like, oh, I need to take. No, you go.
No.
It's our job to.
Yeah. So I really want, and I was just doing what I was, what I'm trying to do, and I was just trying to fight him off as much as possible. And I didn't get anything on him or anything crazy like that, but I was just able to just keep him off me and have him really work hard to try to pass. It was a good roll. I was excited. So
What I would like to see you do
Yeah.
more is become just slightly bit more of a risk taker.
Okay.
In your rolls, because
Yeah.
who gives a fuck if you
I
get
agree.
tapped? You know what I mean?
I
But
agree.
like, let's not just sit here in the same position for 5 minutes. You know.
All right. Let's go roll right now.
What else you got,
Sponsors, anything else?
Antoine?
Sponsors Monkey Tape, Fat Baby Tacos,
Whoa, what's that?
Whoa.
It's a taco place.
Where?
On Hubbard, like Hubbard and Clark.
Hubbard and Clark?
Yeah, if you
Fat
say
Baby Tacos?
Fat Baby Tacos, some of the best tacos. If you say Fumaca, you get 20% off.
Really?
If you go when I go, you get a little bit more, but I won't say that, or will I?
Really? Fat Baby
Fat
Tacos? I gotta try it out.
Check
I like tacos.
fatbabytacos.com. It's the best.
Really?
Yes.
Just opened up, or has it been there for a while?
A couple of months.
Nice.
A friend of mine owns it, so he
Really?
Yeah, he does bowls, tacos, burritos, everything. Shrimp,
Really?
like real shrimp.
Nice.
Beef, you get all different kinds. So it's good. And FumacabJJ.com. Come check me out. 47.
Can you spell that for everyone?
FUMACABJJ.com.
So
Come get
what is
some
that
weird
little
rolling.
like upside down asterisk under the C?
That's because it's like it's the pronunciation, so you won't say Fumaca.
Like I did.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
It's Fumasa.
Fumasa.
Yeah.
Or you
It's
won't
like
say,
a
let's
SA.
go grab a bowl of Aki.
Aki.
Acai. Right.
Acai. There you go.
It's a very, dude, that's a
Portuguesa.
dope logo.
Yeah.
It's
Everything
simple.
about that is really slick, man.
It's simple.
Good job.
Upside down. What is that? A hyphen? That's what that is, right? Upside
Yeah, I don't know
down
what it's
hyphen.
called. I don't know what they
I want a
what it's
hyphen in my
called.
name.
You don't even have a middle name,
You don't
bro.
have a middle name.
My
But you
middle
put a
name's going to be a hyphen mark.
Hyphen. There you go.
It's Muff.
Paul
Is it
hyphen
Muff?
Maloney.
Let's call it Muff.
Let's throw
That's
an
nickname.
upside
That's
down.
in the-
Let's throw an upside down hyphen
Paul
and the U in muff.
hyphen.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Muff.
So what would it be?
Move.
Move it is.
Sim, where can people find you?
IllinoisGrappling.com. Come say hello, in Rolling Meadows, 2631 Kirchhoff. Shout out to BJJTs and Combat Corner.
Why'd you look at me like that? And BJJT's Just Roll, Nick
Just
Nature.
Roll.
Sorry.
Hey, Fumasa, do you have like anything in the schedule for open mats or anything?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Sundays are our day. We kind of do just a drill session from 10:15, 11:15, just all drilling.
Yeah.
Just all drilling. And then after that, we do an hour and a half of comp training, which is like killer, positional,
So
push the pace.
Yeah, can you-
Buddies like me, dude, man. Open door policy. Go
Yeah,
train
everyone.
any day.
Come through. I
Doesn't
don't
matter
care
what
where you're from.
team, where you're from.
Come play.
do jujitsu.
So what is the competition training like? Is it just higher intensity or like what do you do?
To simplify, we kind of think about situations at tournaments.
Okay.
For instance, if you're winning 2-0 and it's a minute left, you can't be taken down, right? So your job is to stay on your feet for
Right.
the last minute.
Situational training.
Situational
Right,
training.
right, yeah.
Or things like you're already stuck in a triangle, or you start from a single leg. You start there. You start an arm bar.
Yep.
Your job is to survive.
Yep.
The score is 3-2, and you're losing, and you're in the guard. You need to do something to get
Pass
more
guard,
points,
right.
right? So either you're passing, so you have to open up your game. You can't just sit there and kind of like, oh, let the time run out. You lose anyway, so you might as well go.
Right.
Just putting you in the right mindset and being able to. So we also do live matches where there's two corners coaching you. So it teaches the other person how to coach as well.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
sometimes your instructor may be busy with someone else, and your teammate might have to coach you, which always happens.
Always, right.
Like, oh, one's on mat 7, one's on mat 9. I can only take mat 7.
Right.
Can you coach me? You're like, oh God, I don't know what to do.
Right.
You work on things like, time management, point awareness, where they are in the situation. Like if they're winning, like it's 30 seconds left, close your guard, you're winning.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
it's things like that. You see people trying to sweep and they're winning.
Right.
Like why? Oh, you just got passed. You're down 3 now.
Yeah.
Right.
It's those situations. So we just work on all those
That's
situations
good.
where
I like situational
Yeah.
sparring.
I like that
and
too.
training.
And what do you
makes
guys do? 30-second bursts or
Well, it
1
depends on what
minute,
we're
or-
doing. We drill, like we can drill armbar escapes, same person for 3 minutes over and over and over and over and over. Or you'll do it where it's a time limit. You need to score 2 points. Like you need to get a takedown. I'm winning 1 or 2-1 or 2-0. I need to take you down. You need to stop me from taking you down. If I take you down, I win.
Right.
You think about things like that, where you're in the moment, like 30 seconds left, you got to go. That's
Right.
why most people have the buzzer at 30 seconds. That's what we use to turn it on. Like 30 seconds, you got to go now. Boom.
Right.
And 30 seconds left, you got to go.
Right.
You're losing. If you get submitted, and I always tell people, if you get submitted in a tournament, it's still a loss. If you lose by points, it's still a loss.
It's still-
It
yeah.
doesn't change how you lost.
Right.
But if you go for it and you give it your all, you gave it your all already. You're good. No, we appreciate it. If you win or lose, we're still gonna be right there. If you win or lose, when it's done, like, oh, good job. We got stuff you want to work on. We can work on. I'm not gonna yell at you right there, like,
Right.
oh, dude, you should have. No, good job.
Right.
It's not gonna be any yelling at the end of that.
We do that in the parking lot,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Karate Kid style.
Exactly.
Get that.
Or guys that say like I lost, but it was only on points.
Nah.
It's like, all right.
Loss is lost.
So you stalled for the last minute of the match so you didn't get tapped.
Right.
Great.
Yeah.
If you push it and you get caught in the armbar or something, perfect. You went for it.
Yeah.
It's
It's
all the
not
same.
always you're not always stalling when you lose by points. Because I lost by points and I was trying to get him off me.
Yeah.
Like hard.
Right.
I couldn't get that fucking guy off of me.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I know. It's not always.
Not always.
We'll talk to you in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
All right.
You ready to wrap it up?
Let's roll.
Let's do
All
it.
right. We'll see you guys. Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. For more information about Grappler Union Podcast, you could visit us at our website at grapplerunion.com. You can follow us on Instagram at Grappler Union. Please like us on Facebook. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes. And all of our episodes are available on our YouTube channel. Say what?
Be sure to subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to all that shit. You got to do another take, right?
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Biotropic Labs. Biotropic Labs is a company that makes its own natural and healthy custom formulated sports supplements. I tried them out. Paul has also tried them. We both like how we feel on them. It dramatically and positively improved our performance, allowing us to train and work out at a much higher level and with much more endurance. His products are built around a blood support and oxygen delivery. To learn more about their products, please visit them on the web at biotropiclabs.com. At checkout, use the promo code UNION10 to receive 10% off your order. Your order is also backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, zero-risk purchase. Again, that's biotropiclabs.com. Use the promo code UNION10 at checkout to receive 10% off your entire order.
This episode of the Grappler Union Podcast is brought to you by BJJ Tees. Go to bjjtees.com, enter the promo code Grappler Union, and save 10% off all your jiu-jitsu apparel. Go to bjjtees.com today.
This episode of the podcast is also brought to you by Strychnine Jiu-Jitsu, makers of vintage-inspired tees, hoodies, and rash guards. Go to strychnine.co, that's STRYCH9.co, and use the promo code UNION at checkout to receive 20% off your online order.